I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day.
It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Join the page.
Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. It's a great day to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat to call in. It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Join the Patreon today.
It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Join the page.
Super chat calling. The Boxing Voice Radio,
No, I'm my dude, it's the boxing voice. Voice of the people, I done made my choice. 7 days a week, Twitter, X, Discord, iTunes, YouTube, Blog Talk, Radio. Name any other podcast you know. They got an AM and they got a PM show. Betting odds and weekend shows. You can call and let it go. Soy Campeón de la Gente. Patreon, Pendejo. Amateur, Olympic Pro. Treadmill, road work, elliptical. Only one place we can go. Dante's Boxing Ego. No, it's only one destination for interviews, conversation, and boxing news, entertainment. The boxing voice, why you waiting? It's only one destination for interviews, conversation, and boxing news, entertainment. The boxing voice, why you waiting?
Boys Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show, it's a great place to talk boxing. Nets on the mic, super chat, calling. The Boxing Boys Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show, it's a great place to talk boxing. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Solo Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo, but you just never know who's going to jump on the show. Today, we're going to be talking a couple of topics. It's a slow week in boxing, so we really only have headlines. Obviously, we got fight week this week, right? Jaya Pataya should be fighting on Saturday. A little early for that talk, especially with, his opponent. Now, I will say this. Some very, intelligent boxing minds in the game that I believe in that usually make big wagers on bets, they're looking at Opetaya's opponent as a possible upset. This isn't my advice, but I do take heed to what it is they're doing in my little betting group. And a couple of those dudes are betting $1,000 plus. I never even heard of this guy, Nikita or Nikki or whatever. But I got a couple dudes in there that's betting 1,000 yams, man, on Opetaya's opponent. So we'll see how that plays out. But what we're here to discuss is the ongoing negotiations with Teofimo Lopez and Subriel Matias. Looks like Bob Arum is saying that the fight is a go, but he's not sure about putting it on pay-per-view. And, I mean, damn, that sounds like a conversation for TBV, right? We usually try to tell not only the public but the promoters what fight is pay-per-view worthy and what fight is not. Now, I won't say this isn't. There probably was a world where I wouldn't mind paying for this pay-per-view, but coming off of a loss and a tune-up win, losing your strap, you just took everything away from it. Before, it would have been a unification when Teo initially sent an offer to Subriel, and Subriel had a hurt hand. Then he goes and loses to Liam Pardo. It's no longer a unification. It's just not the same fight that it once was, so it can't be on pay-per-view. Now, this does add to Devin Haney's argument that Top Rank wanted to do the Teofimo fight with Haney, but it had to be on pay-per-view, and they had to sell a certain threshold of pay-per-views in order to get paid on the back end. But we're also going to be talking Devin Haney and Tim Bradley's advice. He's given Haney the good old go back to square one where you started. Go back home to Tijuana, Mexico, and get you some tune-ups is what Bradley is suggesting for Devin Haney. So we do want to talk about that here on today's show. If you're watching this live on YouTube around the world, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me. Hit that thumbs up for Elon Musk and his Starlink working perfectly, allowing me to do my thing out here in the Dominican Republic. We also got X Spaces and Discord available for anybody that wants to call in and give their opinion on today's two topics, right? So we're talking Teofimo Lopez, Subriel Matias, pay-per-view or non-pay-per-view. Bob Arum is reluctant to put it on pay-per-view, so he already knows that we aren't going to come out and support this financially. We'll support it. Visuals will give you some viewership, but as terms of finances, I don't know. Now, I could be wrong. My opinion is this lost the steam that it once had. It's not a unification. It's no longer two champions, and one guy is coming off a tune-up that he was supposed to win. In terms of Devin Haney, I mean, Devin is looking for a certain amount of money per fight, so I don't know that he's looking to go back to Tijuana and rebuild in the manner that maybe Tim Bradley is suggesting. Now Tim isn't saying this from a place of malice at all. He's actually giving Devin advice and believes that Devin would come out of the situation better if he did go back to his roots and, start back in Tijuana with some tune-ups. But let's get to that audio and hear what Bradley had to say. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of this episode.
He is. Number 2, Devin Haney. You want to get back, man, go back to your roots, bro. Go back to where you started, bro. Where'd you start? You started in Mexico, man. Go back, get one of those guys out of there, man. Go back, start there. That's where you start. Go back to your roots, bro. Get some of that humble pie, bro. Go back, start where you started. Start where you started at. And bro, I'm telling you, you go back where you started, you're gonna come back up on top. Peace.
So that is Bradley's advice to Devin Haney. Go back where you started. Go back to your roots, man. So let's give you that one more time.
He is. Number 2, Devin Haney. You want to get back, man, go back to your roots, bro. Go back to where you started, bro. Where'd you start? You started in Mexico, man. Go back, get one of those guys out of there, man. Go back, start there. That's where you start. Go back to your roots, bro. Get some of that humble pie, bro. Go back, start where you started. Start where you started at. And bro, I'm telling you, you go back where you started, you're gonna come back up on top. Peace. What's good? I'm back again, the biggest hater in the sport of boxing.
Shout out to Bradley, totally filling the shoes of that villain role. You know, you heard him, the biggest hater in the sport of boxing. He's loving the attention, I tell you. Shout out to you, my man. You giving us plenty to talk about on a daily. So we appreciate it. Shout out to for sure. You even got a double shout out on the loop back. Listen, let me get some thumbs up. I mean, disgusting. 79 thumbs up. Wild. No respect. I'm feeling like Rodney Dangerfield out this motherfucker. No respect, I tell you. Listen, if you want to call in, you do have to request. Discord and X Spaces are available. We can only stick around as long as we got them callers, man. We got Stutter. Welcome to the prospect level. Salute, champ. Appreciate you joining the membership gang and being part of the community. And we got Malcolm with the counterpunch on X Spaces. What up?
Yo, you hear me?
Perfect.
Yo.
Yeah, we hear you perfect. Malcolm, we hear you perfect. Do you hear us? My man's disconectado. All right, while we wait for Malcolm to reconnect, go ahead and smash that thumbs up. Malcolm, go number 2.
Yo, you hear me now?
Mm-hmm. We heard you the first time.
Bad, man. I just got that little Wi-Fi service in the crib. Shout outs to Boxing Voice. Shout outs to the whole community. Hope everybody enjoyed their holidays. First off, man, that's how you been, man. How was your holiday?
Yeah, man, can't complain. I mean, look, it could have been better. We had a lot of rain that whole week. I went to the fucking resort, so I left. But can't complain. I'm in paradise, bro. What you gonna do?
All right, that's what's up, man. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, man. But yeah, just to start off, shout outs to Bradley hating ass. You know, he's been on a roll, but if he's gonna embrace that, you know, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Now in terms of Devin Haney, I'm agreeing with him, but I'm disagreeing. You know, he's saying to go back to Tijuana, and I do think that Devin Haney needs to rebrand himself. He needs to get a couple of wins. You know, just maybe one or two. You know what I'm saying? And then just get back up in there. But the problem is he's overvaluing himself. You know, he's still valuing himself the same way he was before. It's kind of like how a chick values herself the same way, and she got like two different baby daddies. It's something like that. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to get in the ring, and he could have fought a Sandor Martin. You could fight a Montana Love. You know what I'm saying? You could fight anybody else. Just get in there, get some fights in, let people see your face, and then go for a Ryan fight or whatever. But I don't see him going to a Tijuana and fighting a bunch of Chipotle workers and fucking cab drivers. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him doing that. It's just way less money he'll make. But I get Bradley's angle. You get me? So that's just that. And this whole Tio and Matias thing, man. To be honest, I'm happy if it's not on pay-per-view. That'll make me a happy man. You know what I'm saying? In terms of it being valued as that, I do agree with you. If it was a unification bout, that would be cool. You know, it's just PBC would have pulled the bullshit and made this a fucking pay-per-view. You know, the shout out to Al Heyman, by the way. But they definitely would have made it a pay-per-view. I think it's pay-per-view worthy depending on the undercard. That's all it is. If you somehow got a whole stacked undercard, then you could say it's worthy of pay-per-view because it'll be a great fight. Nobody's gonna be bored, nobody's gonna be leaving, nobody's gonna be falling asleep. Shout out to my son Shakur. But that's the only way I can see it being pay-per-view, but I'm cool with it not being a pay-per-view. Now, what I'm iffy about, I want to know what's the fucking purse for this. Because Tio might be the greatest duck of all time. Like, when it came to Devin and negotiations, you wanted all this money and you wanted to be on pay-per-view because you wasn't getting no chicken. You know what I'm saying? And you was always getting stubbed by Top Rank. But if this isn't going to be on pay-per-view, it's like, what was the point? You know, like, you could have just beat Devin at that point. You feel me? And he's coming off a loss. So, I kind of don't understand
based off the reports, it sounds like it is meant to be a pay-per-view, and Bob Arum is reluctant, which means he doesn't want it to go on pay-per-view, or he's skeptical about it, but it looks like it's meant to be a pay-per-view.
Hey, again, if it's not a pay-per-view, I'm more happier with that. You feel me? But I could see why they would want it to be. But, you know, it's just certain circumstances. It just depends. But I don't think Bob's that kind of guy. Now, again, if this was Al or, you know, if this was Eddie Hearn, they probably would have made this shit pay-per-view. You feel me? But, yeah, that's really all I got to say, man. Shout out to the Boxing Boys. Shout out to the Rooftop Fade Boys, my boy Ness. Everybody just have a good one, man. Ness, I'm going to keep tuning in.
You the man, champ.
Feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Yeah, I mean, reluctant. If I'm reluctant to do something, you know, there's at least been a conversation. Like, hey, you want to go to the beach? I'm a little reluctant to go to the beach today. There was a conversation. So whether it is or it isn't on pay-per-view, I don't think that we 100% know. But there's absolutely been a conversation about this fight ending up on pay-per-view. And that's why we're having these discussions. But this is the best thing that could happen, you know. Bob is doing what he needs to do. He's putting out the fillers. We have to respond. We just need to pray that, you know, this is one of the stations they listen to when gathering that data, right? But hopefully more people like myself and Malcolm express that they would prefer it not to be pay-per-view. And I don't think we're going to get any of that. You usually only get guys wanting the fight to be on pay-per-view when it's a PBC fighter involved. You know, those suicide PBC bomber fans, they're crazy. They prefer to pay so that their fighter looks like a higher class fighter. I don't want to pay out of my pocket to watch the sport. I just want to watch the sport. I don't want to pay to watch the best fight the best. I just want them to want to fight the best. So, you know, I don't think we're going to get anybody saying, oh, well, I want this to be pay-per-view. I doubt it. If it were like a Tank of Canelo, you know, an Earl, then they would be fighting that it needs to be on pay-per-view because that's just what those guys do. But, you know, Bob Arum and Top Rank, they're not really even in the pay-per-view business. I mean, they did a pay-per-view with Loma and Devin, that did about 130, and they hadn't done one before that in a very long time. I think before that was a Crawford pay-per-view, right? So they're very selective, and they have the data. I would assume they took the chance with Loma because they were just invested in Loma for so long. You just got to roll the dice at one point. But I don't know that this ends up on pay-per-view. My guess, it does not. Unless Tio is pushing for it so that he can become a pay-per-view star. Tio does push for a lot. Remember, they had the Brian Norman fight set for him in New York City. He wanted it in L.A. He has a vision for himself. The Miami venue, that was also his idea that came to fruition. So this may not be what Bob Arum wants, and instead what one of the few, A-side fighters that they have wants. So they may need to try to cater to him to keep him happy, I guess. We got Keem the Dream, Kimachenko. What up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Perfect.
What up, what up? Happy New Year's, man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good shit. When you coming back from DR?
Never. Never.
That's
real.
That's
I'm
real.
trying to stay out here, bro. Like, every day I'm like, babe, when we move out here, she be giving me them motherfucking, you can hear the record scratch when I say that shit.
Yeah.
But nah. I wanna
Well, I
stay
know
out
you'll
here.
be in Vegas March 1st, right?
Oh,
You
hell
gonna be in
yeah.
the building, correct?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to call in on that official announcement, man. But yeah, March 1st, Las Vegas, we locked in, baby. I'm ready, man. I've been in my pre-camp. Official camp started yesterday. It's about to get ugly out here, man. Me versus the Big Cherry CYP. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Check out my interview on the Boxing Voice YouTube channel with Johnny from the Hangout Spot. Shout out to Johnny. That's my guy. I think he's got it up on on his Instagram too. So y'all go check that out, man. We're not too far out now. So March 1st in Vegas, it's gonna be a good show, man, for sure. So wanted to call in and let everybody know, man. I'm here, I'm rocking, I'm tearing up these back call streets. I'm there every day. The ones who know they back there. But just for everybody else, man, I'm always here. I'm always in the back lurking. You know what I'm saying? Go check out that interview. As far as the topic, I was talking about this yesterday or the day before that. I could see what Tim Bradley's saying. Like a lot of people are saying that Devin Haney should go take some tune-ups, maybe Mexico or whatever like that. You could do that, but I don't think they want to do that. With the amount of money that they make and in the position that they're in, we know that that's a big issue. And I think it's smart for Devin, who's been so active his whole life since a kid, who was such an active champion at a young age, to take the time off to stay in the gym, which it looks like he's doing. I see Bill always posting Devin in the gym. He looks in shape when he posts pictures and whatnot. It doesn't like he got fat or nothing. Stay in shape, stay physically active, keep working on the craft, allow yourself mentally, to vacation, spend time with your family and kind of gather your mental back together after that fight. And fight Ryan when he comes off suspension. You go right back into the fight, rematch, clear up all the bullshit, get all the haters off of you for what happened in that first fight. Obviously make sure he's clean and take the necessary precautions to make sure it's a clean fight. But you go right back into that fight because the bag is going to be there. Everybody's going to want to tune in to watch that fight. It's going to do what it did, 300 or something the first fight. I guarantee you they do more numbers than that the second fight. So the bag is there, which is what they want. It's the fight he has to do to get the haters off his back, to clear up any bullshit, go right into the Ryan fight. You've never taken this amount of time off. You're super young, so it's not like it's detrimental to your career. As long as he stays in shape and, like I said, gets himself right mentally. I know he had a daughter and married, and maybe that was the kind of things that he needed. Just kind of take yourself away from all the bullshit of the game for a minute and keep yourself in shape. Wait till Ryan should be off suspension soon. Devin will be out of the ring a year or whatever. No big deal, bro. You get back in there versus that dude and you get that win back. You do it well. You outbox him. You show people that, it was the Osterine. It was whatever other bullshit the first time. You get the money you want, and then you continue to get the money that you want. You know what I mean? It'll kind of take that monkey off his back. So I don't think he should go. I see why people say that, and it wouldn't be a bad thing to do, but I don't think he really needs to go for the tune-up and shit, man. I think the kid is young. He's been super active. Just stay sharp, man. Get yourself right mentally and physically, and come right back into that Ryan fight. When Ryan gets off suspension, and clear all the doubt, all the bullshit, get all the haters. Shake that monkey off your back, man. That's what I think he should do. But Matias, that's the other topic, right? With Matias.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, listen, why not put it on pay-per-view, bro? Top ranks are ESPN's out of the top rank business. They done. They going to the zone. Why not put it on pay-per-view? Let T.O. test his stardom. Let all the shit talk. And he feels like he's this big star. We'll prove it. We'll put you on pay-per-view with a good opponent. Puerto Ricans will buy it. Some Puerto Ricans will buy it because they still fuck with Matias. T.O., let's see if he was big of a star as you claim to be. Put him on pay-per-view versus Matias. Again, what do they got to lose, bro? ESPN's already out. Fuck it. Put him on pay-per-view. I'll buy it. It's a good fight, But it depends on what they do with the undercard. It's top ranked, so it'll probably be prospect heaven. But why not? Fuck it. Put T.O. on pay-per-view, man. But that's all I got, man. Appreciate you, bro. March 1st, man. Y'all tune in, man.
I mean, I think for starters is he said like, oh, ESPN's already out. Put him on pay-per-view. I think that's the issue, that they're already out. So what sort of promotion is a T.O. Matias pay-per-view on ESPN gonna receive when the network is already telling you we not re-ing up? And another thing to keep in mind, when they do pay-per-view, that's because the network ain't involved. Like the network, they can't afford to pay what the fighters want, so they go on a pay-per-view. So yeah, I don't know, man. It just sounds expensive to me, unnecessarily, for a dude that don't speak English. I get it. Matias does have some good one-liners, kind of like Triple G. Devin Haney, Cheekin, shit like that. But I don't know that that's enough to sell a fight. But hey, that's just me. I could be wrong. Phone lines are open. No need for counter punches. They wide open. If not, you gave me an early day, which is unfortunate. But I'm not going to take it out on myself. I'm going to blame it on boxing, right? It's just slow. We got no fights and just a lot of fucking headlines that sometimes don't amount to anything. ES, $5. How many world champions does Mexico have? Stop saying going Mexico to fight cab drivers. I guess he meant cab drivers, and stop saying going to, because he put going Mexico to fight. Cap drivers. Some of the best fighters come from Mexico. MFers, I hear you, but I seen a post this morning that said Puerto Rico got more world champions or some shit like that. I don't know if that was true. They had a picture like Matias and Serrano next to each other. I don't know. But yeah, Mexico definitely got some world-class fighters. I don't know. You're not going to get over that stigma of going to Mexico for easy fights. It's gonna take some time, and it's gonna take some names getting upset in Mexico to change that. It's been that kind of stigma with Mexico for a long time now. So that's that. But if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It is going to put this episode in the eyes of boxing fans that don't know. We rocking out every day, multiple times a day. Looks like we about to be joined with Mr. Superstar himself.
Yeah.
Two-Tone, what it do?
What it do? Top of the morning, TBV. Happy New Year. See you still up in paradise.
Yo, so when I jumped on Twitter,
yeah,
you know how you open the app and you see whatever's there, and then all of a sudden it refreshes, and what was at the top is no longer there without you doing anything?
Right.
So your video was like that, so I didn't get to see it. But it's on topic though. I mean, according to your title, it was something like Devin Haney's career is over. So I'm interested because again, I even seen the length. It said 220, right? But right when I was about to press it, Twitter refreshed it on me and changed my whole feed. But why was his career over?
Devin Haney career is over unless he fights Roelly Romero. And I've provided several receipts.
Yo, you're hilarious.
Several receipts.
I love how obsessed you are with this Roelly fight. You've been saying this for a while now.
Yes, that's the only fight that can save Devin. They have a history of violation. Roelly said that he's Devin's biological father. He said Devin has the biggest nose in boxing, sucks up all the oxygen. He says that Devin is a bitch, hoe. Devin was on the Boxing Voice. I found a video of you and Devin interview where you was trying to tell Devin, like, nah, Tank might have set that punch up against Roelly. And Devin was like, nah, the first punch he got hit with, he got knocked out. Karma. That is a pay-per-view fight, first of all. A common opponent with Gervonta Tank Davis. Roelly Romero is a former champion. He's known to the pay-per-view audience. And Devin can knock this man out at 147. And his career is back, bro. Amazing build-up. Bill Haney's involved. It's an amazing build-up. It gets Devin back on track, bro. That is the fight we need in San Francisco.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Roelly is so far removed from that Tank fight, both in commercial value and in perception. You know, what people believe he could have done and do now are totally two different things. And I think that's where everything is messed up, right? Like, he's not the threat he was once perceived to be. Like, at one point, even Hardcore was like, well, he got a puncher's chance. I mean, we don't even see that now, right? Like, I mean, Abdullah Mason is about to fight the dude that Roelly just beat. That's how far Roelly has dropped. That a two-time prospect of the year. My man's been a prospect 2 years back to back. And he's about to fight Roelly's last opponent. Not an opponent on Roelly's resume. Roelly's last fight. Like, there's no way I'm accepting a pay-per-view. Like, I get it. You want to save Devin's career in your terms, your words, or whatever. That shit ain't going to happen on my dollar. I'm not paying for no fucking Roelly pay-per-view with Devin. That shit makes 0 sense today.
Yes. You know why? Because I'm not talking about any hardcore boxing fan. You hardcore boxing fans are going to show up regardless because y'all are waving the flag for the sport. Y'all been terrorized. Y'all got Stockholm Syndrome. Y'all is going to be there. The casual fan knows nothing about Roelly's last opponent. The casual fan is only going to remember that, hold on, Devin's fighting the dude that Tank knocked out, the dude that be talking all that trash. And what do we do as a marketing team? We roll all the clips of Roelly slandering Devin Haney. Now we have a build-up. It's a high reward, low risk fight for Devin Haney. Devin will outbox this man's face off, and Devin Haney will get a stoppage at 147. This gets Devin back in the limelight. All he needs is a knockout for us to, we're not going to forget the Law and Order stuff that he pulled off. But if he gets a knockout, when you win in knockout fashion in boxing, we forget a whole lot. We forgot that Tank yanked up his baby mama due to knockouts.
First of all, I don't even know what's the probability of a knockout for Devin in that fight. Like that, I mean, I don't know. This is just there's a lot of stretching here that you're doing, but hey, listen, we never know. I don't see that. I don't see that as the big fight or as the plan. You know, I'm usually in the gimmick fights, let me say. I'm usually in the gimmick fights, but gimmick fights are for certain situations, right? In this circumstance, Devin is in need of redemption, and because of that, he still needs to target Matias. Still needs to target a Matias type of fighter, someone that is perceived as dangerous. not someone that is perceived as not Roelly, bro. That's not what the people
It's
want.
not a top. It's a good tune-up for Devin Dollars, Devin Dream Haney.
It's not
Bill
what
Haney
the
can market
people
this.
want. It's not what the people want. And we've seen the video of Devin's father, Bill, saying that Devin is gonna spearhead a new network. Again, your fight doesn't fit the reality that we're living. The reality that we're living is that Haney is saying he's gonna be on another network. How is that gonna happen with Roelly? So it has to be a network-free fighter, like a Matias, like a Broner.
We spearheaded Amazon. That's what Bill's talking about. Gervonta Tank Davis ain't led the Amazon flag like that.
Come on, champ. Knock it off, man. Devin is not about to spearhead Amazon that's already been doing a year worth of business with PBC. They said new network. They said new network, so
horrible.
Say what?
Horrible business. They've been doing horrible business with Amazon. Put Devin back on there.
I hear you, but you living in a dream world. Now you saying that Amazon is gonna cut PBC to do a deal with Devin?
Bro. Okay, this is a dance partner era. This is dance partner era. This is not single fight era. Dance partner era. Devin Haney versus Roelly Romero. With Roelly talking shit about Devin, calling him like, oh, you a bitch, you sued Ryan, you a bitch, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. And Devin can for once tell Bill Haney, yo, step to the back, Dad. Let me go ahead and talk this shit to Roelly, because I'll put hands and feet on this man and spar. Roelly, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out at 147. No, your nose is big as fuck. Look at you. You bought your girl a Lambo after she was in there crying for a rapper that needed a Drake Stimmy package. Bro. Movie. Shade room fight. Shade room. Y'all don't want Devin on the shade room. Y'all hate. I can't believe this supposed to be the Haney voice, and I'm the one not hating on Devin. Y'all want Devin to fight some Tim Boski fighter from the Tim Boski lab, no, disgusting. Y'all want a boring 12-round build up. Y'all the Devin Haney protection program.
Hey,
y'all protect.
I hear you, champ. I hear you. G-Ball, $5. Shout out Top Rank for getting dropped by ESPN and bringing in no value. Big ups to Dub, Keem, DC3, most importantly, J-Mac. I seen that in the Discord. Oh, talk about Top Rank being dumped. And it's like, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Like, this is not a time to shame Top Rank. This is a time where we start coming together with our prayer hands, make the right decision, and go to DAZN. DAZN put out an image today with Oscar, Eddie, and Frank and their biggest fighters, right? And funny enough, Fury wasn't there because he lost. And, AJ wasn't there because he lost. But Conor was there, undefeated. Obviously, Usyk was there. And whatever other fighters you could think of that Frank might have. But it was a beautiful thing to see as a boxing fan for so many years, knowing that we've had phrases in this sport like Cold War. That's where we were at, where we're referencing two promoters being such rivals that we called it the Cold War. Like, I think that you guys just forget how far we've come and you're spoiled, but the work is not done. The work is not done until they're all on one fucking platform. And that price is affordable. The work isn't done. Stop allowing these motherfuckers to be anywhere and everywhere doing anything and anything. No. We are the consumer and the power is with us. That's exactly why you have the power now. Voice your opinion. If Bob is reluctant, then motherfucker, you know how you should feel. But we really had Keem the Dream. The dude's nickname is Keemachenko, and this fucker said, put it on pay-per-view and test his stardom. I don't give a fuck about no one's stardom if it has to do with my pocket. If you affecting my pocket and my future plans of living in this country and buying a house in this country, I don't want nothing to do with it. Because that $80, I could use it as a payment towards whatever I'm going to get in this country. And you can use that $80 towards whatever you want it to use it towards. Gas, food, take your girl on a date, because TV should be free. And if we gonna pay, we should pay a subscription, not a subscription and then get paid, charge pay-per-view. So again, voice your opinion, stop being voiceless. Agua Frio, $5, blessness, Happy New Year. Posted my first short last night. It's stressful. Much respect to all the work you've put in. Foot on next, all 2025. Let's go, man. Hey, listen, consistency. You know, like that's what you know you're going to get from me on this podcast is consistency. There's going to be ups and downs, but you're going to always get that consistency in it. And, you know, I'm a person that I'm very, very happy that that's something easy for me, you know. It's also a challenge in terms of, like, I like to be competitive and not fail and compete. But consistency comes easy, and that's why, you know, I'm on, like, my 59th or 60th day straight doing these push-ups. I walk around DR with my shirt off. People want to fight, bro. They think I'm being aggressive just because I took my shirt off. Them push-ups is serious. Got motherfuckers shook. I swear to God. Dudes is like, they're like, yo, what you think, you big? And it's like, my man, it's fucking hot out here. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, and I'm on like 200 and something days walking, you know, getting them 10,000 steps, which is more than 5 miles for my long ass stride. So yeah, man, consistency, bro. Have that, and consistency is better than anything, bro. Because it could change anything.
Yeah, that's key to success is if you could do it every day at the same time and show up for your audience, show up for your community, you definitely gonna win, man, for sure.
Tevis Smith, $10. If Tio wants to be a pay-per-view, if Tio wants to be on pay-per-view so bad and they don't believe in his value, put him on there with no guarantee money. You keep what you kill. That's going to be hard to get in a dance partner to approve to, you know? Crawford and Earl did that because they knew the demand for that fight. And look, there's tweets from a year ago of Breadman saying that you know, obviously Earl took less money in order to make that fight. And it's crazy because the day of the fight, right? That fight happened July 29th. So the day after, it could have been the same night, but obviously with the time or whatever, it ends up still being 7:30. Shout out to 7:30 in Broadway. So he said that Earl took less money in order to make that fight, and that he hopes fans don't change on him, cause you know he said something about like he went out like a burger. I don't know what the fuck that is, but basically he was saying, you know, he did his thing to the best of his ability, and he took less money to give us fans, quote unquote, the fight. He hopes we don't flip on him. That was a year ago. 7:30:23, bro. The tweet says 7:30:23. Sure enough, we flipped on him. And I say we as a excuse me.
I said, damn, we flipped on him. You think we flipped?
I mean, yeah, he took his first loss, and you know, a huge portion of the boxing public doesn't believe he's the same, believes he's finished, believes he should retire, and it's his first loss. But it's the same with Devin. You know, he went through what he went through. And look at your title. His career is over. You know, this is a brutal sport. I don't know what it's like to be a fanatic of any other sport. I've just never, you know, I'll say it till I turn blue and die. People probably won't believe, but I just never sat through no other sport. That's not my thing. I just never sat through them. I ain't never watched no basketball, full championships. I ain't never watched a Super Bowl. I ain't got time for no playoffs. None of that shit. None of that shit. So I don't know what it is to be a fan of them sports and to know whether or not those fans are as brutal as boxing fans, because we are unforgiving. We are unforgiving and we throw you away. You know, and I say that generalizing, that's not what I like to do, but, you know, I am a boxing fan. And that's what we do.
No, it's the same way. It's the same way. They have a head coach by the name of Mike Brown. He coached a basketball team called the Sacramento Kings. I believe last year he was coach of the year or something like that.
This
year
thing,
they fired him.
Tone. I never watched like Dennis Rodman play a whole game or any of his championships, but I was always involved like you in like pop culture. So I knew enough about Dennis through media. Boxing, like I had where I wanted to go with this, and I'm losing it now. It's just not the same, but it'll come to me. I apologize, man. Damn it.
It's that hard in.
Yeah, you know it. You know it. That's what happens when you on that Caribbean harding. Oh, we got Malcolm with a counter punch again, but I don't see you, champ. I guess I took too long for you. Apologies. Jaywalk, $2. Yo, Tone, you talk to David. How's he feeling? Tone.
David's ready to knock David Morrell's head off.
What's up with the drug testing? Any word on that yet?
Nah, they still wilding on the Nevada.
Okay,
man.
so we about to get a
wild. That's why you need USADA.
We about to get Arnold Schwarzenegger versus T1000 and shit. Remember that when he came back to protect Sarah Connor and shit. We got Hot Hands Boxing, $5. We want Roelly left hook on Devin Chin. Play that Haney pack, two-tone. You ain't got the song?
That's got the Haney pack.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Let me see if it come up under Haney. Nah. Let me see on the pack. Nah, you ain't send me that.
I sent it to you.
Resend it. Nah, I ain't got that. Unless I change, let me put it under Devin. Unless I change the name. Nah.
Because you thought tonight's crowd was pretty crazy, 80,000.
Nah.
Let me switch to another bank. They said I got too much cash.
See, I only got good Haney sound bites, bro. You ain't send that. But in the meantime, in between time, we got this fat $20 super chat from Raf the Taino. Salute, champ. My man been rocking out with me forever. I met him in the 2016 appreciation night. Bro, we certainly need one of those, man. It's been so long. We got to decide on a location. Let me drop this bomb. Actually, it hasn't been so long. We just did one last year. Yo, that hard D got me off the moon right now. We just did one when I gave you your award. Yeah. Nah, that was last year. But it don't matter. Them shits be fire, man. Shout out to Ralph. I haven't seen you since then, champ. You need to come out. We got DC3 sends a counterpunch for G-Ball that won't be used. G-Ball's never called in, I don't think. I'm pretty good with that stuff. I don't think he's ever called in. H-Town, Devin versus Young Thug on Jake Paul undercard, or the McGregor versus Logan Paul undercard, with his baby mom as the ring card, Hottie. Disrespect at all-time level. Disrespect at an all-time level. The Jake Paul shit, I'm sad. I can't believe it's back to being Logan and McGregor. This is like, come on, man. Boxing don't know how to get shit right, man. For real.
Hey, I have Jake Paul's next Netflix fight. That's not going to do these numbers, but it's going to do numbers. And this guy's positioning himself to
but
fight
you know
Jake
what
Paul.
the next fight, before you go into, the dreamland that you love to live in, his next fight is Canelo on Netflix. That's why he's already positioning to my, I ain't gonna fight him because the world just gonna say I paid him off. He's positioning. Listen, what other fight does Netflix open their bank book for?
He's fought a guy by the name of 4 Extra. I believe he's. I don't want to disrespect his neighborhood. Either he's a 40 Crip or a 60 Crip. He's currently going viral as the guy in LA that's catching all squabbles.
Bro, listen to me. I don't know if you get the emails, but Jake Paul in 2024 has 5 viral reels that over 340 million people seen on each. Fuck is you talking about? Going viral. He is viral. Like that old line about his face next to the word in the book. He is viral. I don't know if you know that. Like even better. His gambling site. That is the most followed social media in 2024. Like that kid just breaks numbers. Walmart announced that they broke records with his W line. No, man. It's either gonna be another circus fight or the Canelo fight, which is okay to lose.
This is a circus fight.
Yeah, but that's not a big
you know
enough.
Who 4 Extra is?
It's not a big enough circus. That's what I'm saying. Like that question alone proves that he's not big enough. Do I know who 4 Extra? No, I don't. And guess what? That's the problem. We all know who Jake is, just like we all know who Canelo is.
You have to see the vision.
We don't always got to agree.
4 Extra. Telling you. Tell them people in the world are going to think 4 Extra can beat Jake Paul. And I'm not going to say if he's going to win or lose due to them Crips running around out here. But 4 Extra, that is a formidable opponent for Jake Paul. That does numbers, Ness. When you talk about numbers. 4 Extra is the fade lord. He's the fade lord. Research 4 Extra.
Yeah, I just think that you haven't grasped the concept that Jake is beyond misfits. He's not misfits. And neither is Mike Tyson. Because the combination may feel like misfits, it is misfits on steroids and in a city of gold. It's not the same thing. So you have to stop trying to put him in the same category that it's not. Like, he doesn't do misfits. You guys be trying to give him misfits because of your hatred for Jake. I get it, though. I get it. Look, there could only be one. Superstar AT, $5. Told you once Haney gave up that belt, he was going to be blackballed. Well, blackballed is the wrong phrase because he was offered money. He's just being lowballed. We got Mr. E, $5, celebrating his first super chat on the live stream. Salute to you for cracking that wilder. And you was already a member? You the man, champ. He says, salute TBB with the salute emoji. And we got Matt Machine Gun Garces, what up? With the fat $10. I'll say it again. Devin should sign to MVP for 3 to 2 fights and let Jake promote for you. Next, Eddie Jake is one of the best at putting fighters on the pedestal as the best in the world. I'm with you, man, and I've said that. And I said it to Bill, and he said, "Oh, we might fight Jake. We willing to fight Jake." So he said, and then he goes on to say, "Well, they listening. Jake, call us." So I don't know how open they are, but I love the idea of Devin signing with Jake. I mean, Devin signs with Jake, and I believe that Jake can manifest that Tank fight, and if he doesn't, he gives Devin so much clout because of it's the same thing that he's doing with Clarissa and Amanda. They're a powerhouse marketing company, and they know what to do. They know what to do. I would love to see.
So you telling me the power of Jake Paul couldn't market a Devin Haney versus Roelly Romero fight?
I don't think that they would want to. Remember, Jake and Devin do real fights. Like Jake did Ashton Slide, Lucas Body, and Sam Body. You know what I'm saying? Devin has been serious player all his career. So I don't see them doing that fight. But again, I could be wrong, bro, and you could be totally right. Malcolm, counter.
Yo, you hear me?
Yup.
Yo, just do me a favor. I'm at the gym. Could you just send my CP to Trees?
Word.
I appreciate it.
Ness, 4 extra walked up in the camp and two-piece the nigga, put him on his pockets.
What up, though? What up, though? What's good, Two
Real
Tone?
power.
I keep hearing.
What up, Tree?
What's going on? I keep hearing you guys talking this Roelly Romero shit, man. Don't nobody want that, gang. And I'm hearing the motherfucker talking about my man signing to Jake Paul or some shit. Like I say, if you do that, Devin, like I told your ass in the beginning, gang, come over here and fuck with the Midwest Mafia. Do that Montana Love fight, nigga. If you fucking with Jake Paul like you want, if that's the play, fuck with Jake Paul. Let's do a Montana Love fight in Cleveland. You feel me? I'm with this shit. Let's get it popping. Let's get this Michelle Rivera motherfucker. Let's you feel me? Let's dust his ass off. He was talking crazy and shit. And then y'all know, I've been asking for my man to get in there with a Pacquiao and shit, but I had guys calling me crazy and shit like this. But instead, he done went in there and jumped in the ring with a motherfucker I didn't ask you to do. I said, damn, don't do it. Why? Why the fuck did you do it, gang? It didn't make no sense. And it really don't make no sense now. You got to... I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm perturbed with you, Devin. And then you acting like you're not trying to fight and shit, bro. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But hey, Ness, man, y'all know me. If the nigga go to a network, y'all done heard it here first, man. Go to the CW, man. The headquarters is in California. They acquiring sports. The motherfuckers got ACC college football and they got NASCAR, man. Go ahead, Devin. Be a flagship fighter for the CW, my nigga. Don't nobody want to pay no extra money for the fucking DAZN shit, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I say, your best ability is your visibility. And everybody across the nation to be able to see your ass on the CW, which is headquarters is in Burbank, California, by the way.
Yo, so in your scenario, this is a free network, right? Because it's CW.
That is.
All right. So how the fuck is Devin getting paid and how's he paying fighters?
What you mean? The network paying him, gang? What fighters do we?
So now they giving them a budget.
If you fighting,
now they giving them a budget. That's what you saying? That's what you saying?
Yeah. What? It's the Well, you just heard me say that the CW they're investing in live sports. Ness. Why the fuck wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you invest? Well, excuse me. Why wouldn't you invest in one of the cheaper live sports that there is, like boxing? It don't take much money to get involved.
It's cheaper.
In boxing, gang.
It's cheaper.
I mean, compared to college football or compared to NASCAR, my nigga, yes, boxing is a lot cheaper than NASCAR.
But the thing is, you can't compare to college football or NASCAR because it don't do the numbers that those sports do it. So it ain't gonna get the budget.
It's gonna do
it ain't gonna get the budget of those sports, is it?
If you telling me that Devin Haney first fight back is gonna be on CW, you telling me that's not gonna bring in traffic?
But don't forget that even though we don't get the budget of them sports, we need the money from them sports. Right?
And
Because
that's why you get in the business. That's why you get in the business with CW.
It costs so much to put on a boxing event, but you somehow think Devin's gonna spearhead the CW, bro.
Why not? Why isn't Devin the perfect flagship fighter? He's a West Coast fighter. The CW is based in the West Coast. Why isn't he a perfect candidate? He's a young, spry fighter. Why wouldn't he be a candidate?
I think that y'all don't understand what I mean when I say starting another island. If you go to the CW, they need to give him a budget. And now that budget has to be for the year. And now he got to put on fights. Now he got to put on fights for the year.
He's a West Coast fighter. The CW,
you thinking so small. You thinking, he's a West Coast.
How am I thinking small? I'm trying to put my nigga on network television. You talking about the zone? That's small. I'm putting my nigga on network television.
My dude. All you thinking about is he's from the West Coast. What about the fighters? How is he gonna get fighters?
Doesn't he have DHP promote? You telling me that Amari Jones wouldn't be happy to fight on the CW?
Man, I'm talking about opponents. I'm talking about opponents for the year.
What the fuck do Michelle Rivera wouldn't want to fight on the CW?
He can't.
Who the fuck is he fighting?
He can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just be saying shit.
My nigga, how can he? It's the Devin Haney show.
First of all, you only even mention Michelle because he signed a Salida in your Midwest Mafia bias. Secondly, Michelle is tied to Dimitri Salida, who is tied to the zone. Salida hasn't. No, because you like to dream too much. Salida hasn't had a network. No, think about it. Salida hasn't put on his own fights on television since Otto Valeen and Jermaine Franklin on Showbox, man. But you think he about to just let his own after Clarissa, who's his name fighter? Michelle Rivera.
He got Ergashev. He got Ergashev.
Get the fuck out. Nobody know no fucking Ergashev,
I mean, damn,
man.
Gang. He got the heavy.
Bro, you
damn,
be wasting
man.
our time. I swear,
you mad at
his name. You give me the biggest name.
He got Andre Holmes.
He
has Andre Holmes, who is here you go.
That ain't no name,
he got
bro.
Andre Holmes, who's a number 5 fighter.
Come on, bro. You wasting our time. Nobody know that dude.
I'm wasting.
Anyway, the long story.
So Don Taylor and Devin Haney on the CW was a bad fight.
The long short story is those fighters are contractually obligated to the Salida on the zone, man.
So it's Broner, and let's do Devin Haney and Broner on the CW. Is that a bad fight?
And cool, Treese. Now give us 12 more. You talking about a network? This is what I'm saying.
My nigga.
You talk, man.
Ness, you gotta work with me, gang. We got the CW. I'm telling you, if I'm bringing you a former undisputed champion, you feel me, who just came off a controversial L, you telling me on his first fight back, nigga, that's not gonna bring in viewership to your fucking platform, gang? That's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna drive off the CW.
You're so used to arguing. Ain't nobody contesting none of that. I said, give me 12 more. Give me 12 more.
I mean,
it's a network deal. This is what you're not getting.
Listen. Ness,
nobody gets in a boxing and do. You said get in a boxing. You ain't said they was gonna do a Netflix or one-off. You said go to C-Dub, spearhead and network. Okay, we did Adrian Broner. We did Adrian Broner in February. What's next, Treese? Fighters is obligated. Fighters is obligated. You acting like there's a bunch of B-sides running around here that are
it's quite a few B-sides who can get in the ring with Devin.
So name them. Look at all this free time. Look at all this free time.
Montana Love, Michelle Rivera. We got we had the Alfredo Santiago. But we had Adrian Fierro. If motherfucking Floyd, if Tevin Farmer want to get in the mix, we take that fight. If Jermaine Ortiz decides he want to get in the mix,
first of all, Tevin with the Cepeda rematch. Fierro is with the zone. Fierro is with the Zone last we checked. You just naming people
Well,
that's
I thought he
obligated.
got to fight on PPC. I thought he got to fight on PPC, bro. I thought he fighting Eastside Cruz on PPC, gang. What the fuck you mean when? He on the undercard fighting
on the
Eastside
Earl
Cruz.
fight. On the Earl fight. On the Earl, I mean on the David fight, right?
On the David fight. Yeah. Exactly. That's a guy. We can take him. He's a Mexican fighter. Put him on the West Coast.
I'm pretty sure he's with Eddie.
I'm
pretty sure he's with Eddie. I'm Googling that. I'm pretty sure he's with Eddie.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that's a guy. He seemed like a free agent to me. They letting him roam around. He's floating around. He's a West Coast guy. He's Mexican. Put him in the CW. Put him in Burbank with Devin. Nigga, let's do it. Devin, go to the Bill Haney. Hey, man. Get y'all ass around, man. We need y'all over here in the Midwest Mafia,
he got cut because it's saying 2021 he signed the deal with Eddie Hearn. So unless that shit is up and he's been released,
he over there with PBC right now. He got to fight.
No, they paying. They paying.
Nah, they paying. So damn, Devin can't pay to get a fight. God damn, Ness. If they can pay, my fighter can pay. Frank Martin, go ahead and get on the CW with Devin Haney. Let's do it.
In May, he fought on a Matias card on the Zone. I'm trying to tell you, they paying. He probably highly ranked or some shit. I don't know who he fighting.
He is. He fighting Eastside Cruz. He ranked high enough.
Oh, that's I don't know.
Yeah, man, it's
I don't know how that happened.
Get that motherfucker. What that motherfucker Giovanni Cabrera doing? Put hands on him, Dev. It's guys out here to beat the fuck up on, man.
You are so corny, bruh. Cause you want the net. Yo, my dude, you're not listening, but you're not. And that's the problem right there, bro. You talking about a new network getting involved in the sport, giving a bunch of money on to get Devin versus Broner, which is garbage. Broner's old.
You bullshitting.
No.
You lying to me. I'm tuning the fuck
my
in.
Man. And
you telling me you're not tuning in, Ness?
Listen, I don't want to argue, Treese. It's cool. You tuning in, I'm tuning in. That shit ain't going to be big. Cool. Next fight you said was Gabriel. What the fuck was his name? The one Pitbull lost to? Gabriel Cabrera, whatever his name is, Cabrera.
Yeah, Giovanni Cabrera. Yeah, Giovanni.
Didn't this motherfucker say? Didn't he say Montana Love, who's been washed? Like he's a pair of jeans. He's just been washed. So now the C-Dub is out of boxing in 6 months because Treese ass fucking schedule. We gotta go, bro.
You bullshitting, man.
Bullshit.
You
G-Von, go ahead, man. Get out of here, bro.
Devin, man,
how is it bullshit? My man is crazy. Like, y'all heard his matches. They gonna sign over. Listen, Top Rank got $99 million. $99 million or $95 million from ESPN to put on boxing. So we're gonna expect the C-Dub to give Devin and DHP Promotions, to spearhead the network, $100 million to give us Devin versus Montana Love, Devin versus Adrian Broner, and Devin versus Giovanni Cabrera. And then the cherry on top, Devin versus Angel Fierro. And somehow Treese thinks he knows what he's talking about. Go ahead, G-Von.
Yeah, man. Another beautiful day in boxing. Hey, look, we do need to put more respect on the Mexican fighters because we all know that Haney got beat up over there and paid for that loss to come off the record. So we definitely need to put more respect on those Mexican fighters out there. They're tough fighters. But you know, aside from that, I don't know what the hell Timothy Bradley been smoking on lately. That dude's just been talking the talk. And you know, even with the Crawford Canelo shit, I know he talking about Devin, but he even talking about Crawford Canelo. He talking about how Crawford is gonna beat the brakes off of Canelo. Like, I don't know, man. This dude just saying whatever he got to get all the clicks, and it is what it is. But you know, it's getting lightweight annoying, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't care about none of these promotional companies like that. But Rick Glazier just needs to leave out. Man, everybody has their bullshit going on. You know, it's funny that how you said this. You were talking about why is everybody acting like Top Rank got dumped? They released a statement saying that all they're doing is shopping around because their contract is up. The contract is up. That's all there is to it. And they said that they're even in talks with ESPN on signing a new contract, even talking about multiple homes. You know what I mean, to be streamed at, or whatever broadcast. So hey, look, man, people are coping because we all know that PBC they were actually done because Showtime put out the report. I mean, well, Paramount said that Showtime was not profitable, and it is what it is. And so PBC went along with them, and they just weren't profitable. It's projection. This happens all the time. And at the end of the day, I don't give a damn about none of these promotional companies. I think everybody need to fight everybody. It's funny that people always talk about Burn with Hearn and all this other dumb shit like, oh, Turkey setting up fighters. Turkey is actually trying to make real fights. Like, I hope everybody goes to the same fucking platform, the same promotional company, whatever the fuck, man. Make it one thing, because people love to have the excuse about crossing the street so they can protect their fighters and talk about Turkey setting up fighters, but Turkey ain't setting nobody up. Turkey is actually putting on real fights. People don't understand what they're watching. See, because of the difference between WWE and real life wrestling, what you see in college and on fucking national fucking platforms and shit like that. There's a difference between that wrestling and WWE. But a lot of people can't they can't tell the difference. They think the PBC shit they got going on is real boxing. It's not. It's matchmaking. And shout out to a Becco and shit, because I posted his interview in the chat, and he's talking about everybody doping. We were also talking about David Morrell and what's up with his drug test. He said, man, he said everybody's doping, and he said that he's 1,000% sure that Spence was doping, and the reason why he got whooped by Crawford so bad was because he didn't know how to cycle off of whatever the fuck he was using. And he points to all kinds of videos and photos of Spence and his nipples and shit like that, man. All I'm saying is put more respect on the Mexican fighters, because they beat the dog shit out of Haney.
Bro, people been talking about Spence nipples forever, man.
Yeah, man. Stop talking about niggas' nipples.
Yeah, y'all dudes need to stop looking at grown men nipples. That shit's getting weird.
Yo, wow. Yo, a nigga in the chat said he'd pay $150 to see 4 Extra versus Jake Paul.
That ain't gonna make it enough though, cause he the only one buying it. Everybody else gonna fucking still at. Juan, what up? Juan, Houston. We got RRT boxing with Mr. A. Fat $20. Time to ring the alarm. He says, I can see it now. Haney training, pushing his girl's new car while she's in the driver's seat, looking in the camera. I'm coming, Roelly. Tone is right. Hashtag Hardin. 3 faces in Hardin smoke.
Facts.
Ass. Superstar AT. Nobody care about 4 Extra. $2 super chat. 3 laughing out loud emojis. H-Town, $5.
That's the next Jake Paul.
4 Extra asks for 12 fades for his 12 days of Christmas. And for Hanukkah, he'll even Kwanzaa. What? Damn. DC3, $2. Bet.
4 Extra doesn't drink or smoke. He's in shape. He can talk a good game. I'm telling you, the marketing mind of Jake Paul, he's going to fight 4 Extra.
Bro,
I'm telling you.
Jake Paul going to fight that Indian dude or Canelo. DC3, $2. Toledo, quote unquote, I'ma wave my flag for C-Dub Treese. Mr. E, member for 1 month on the prospect level. Pitbull needs puppy chow. Feed him to Devin Dollars. He said puppy chow. That's hilarious. Hot Hands Boxing, $5. Devin needs to retire before Ness has a heart attack mid-show. Play the Haney pack, Tone. Fire. Ness forgot he asked to send it to him last time you played it. Nah, he resent it now. I'm telling you, I might have labeled it under something else, and that's why I can't find it. Let me see if it comes up under what. Anyway, let me just drop a new one in there.
Vernon Ave. We need that 4 extra squabble.
Who is 4 extra?
Do y'all know how big that fight would be if Jake Paul fights 4 extra? The entire state of California riding with 4 extra.
All right, I saved it on the Haney pack. It better not get lost. Maybe it was under Ryan.
They didn't think that I would win, but I won. They didn't think that I would win, but I won. I got in there and got the job done. I'm the best in the world, #1. Got that Haney pack flowing in my lungs. Really gave that boy some beats, he my son. He was asleep on the ground, he did not respond. Call the ambulance, Bill Haney, run. Oh my God, why he laying on the canvas? Oh my God. Somebody get that boy some milk and a sandwich. Now. Told him meet me in the middle, he was dancing. Left hook, right hook, 0 chances. Really did it for the kids, not myself. WC, please, someone take his bells. I really hit him with the left and he fell. The whole world was watching you take a L. They didn't think that I would win, but I won. They didn't think that I would win, but I won. I got in there and got the job done. I'm the best in the world, #1. Got that Haney pack flowing in my lungs. Really gave that boy some beats, he my son. He was asleep on the ground, he did not respond. Call the ambulance, Bill Haney, run. I'm really blessed and highly favored. This Haney pack, oh Lord. This Haney pack, oh Lord.
That's my gun.
Hey yo, you know shit wow when your entire legacy is built around a fight that is a no contest. Like my man thought he was the best in the world, #1. Like that's how big that win was to him. That's crazy, bruh. Like, yeah. Shit ain't really, it ain't adding up. It ain't adding up. Haney can't be a bum and Ryan beat him and think he's #1 in the world. That's what he said. Them lyrics is a little bit preschool too. My man said, "Get him a sandwich and some milk." The fuck?
Milk and a sandwich.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta step up them lyrics. RRT boxing with Mr. A, $5. Skip my super chat. Those awards count. Are freaked up for sure. Huh? Those awards counts. Are freaked up for sure. Oh, he must be talking about the like the poll results. The poll results for the awards. I haven't checked in a minute on where everybody's at. Huang, what up? Let me pull that up though. See what that's looking like.
Yo. Shout out TBV. Say Ness, man, I'm glad Two Tones on, man. I gotta give him his props for that documentary he made about Ryan. I know he ain't put his name on it and had that AI voice on it, right? But I know you made that Two Tone. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it gave me a whole different perspective on Ryan. You know, like the way he grew up ghetto and stuff. He had a black best friend. Like, it made me start warming my heart up to him and shit, right? I said, man, ain't nobody could have made this type of favorable documentary for Ryan except Two Tone. So shout out to Two Tone. I like how you use the AI voice. But, man, I don't know why they hating on Dev like that. I mean, go back to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you gotta give that boy his props, man. What is he, like the youngest to become undisputed ever? Or was it Mike? You know what I'm saying? But still, man, like, and man, King, stop asking for us to be paying money or something before we start going with CYP instead of you. I hate people want me to always spend my money on shit. You know what I'm saying?
We should get that on a subscription somewhere. And I'm starting to feel all these everybody going in the zone now. If all those people go to the zone, I'll pay that $30, man. But now I'm excited for that, man. Tio and Matias. So that's a for sure. They just wait on a date or what?
I wouldn't say it's for sure, but Bob is saying he reluctant to put it on pay-per-view. Hey, yo.
Or at least that means they seriously talking about it.
Yeah, it seems like they talking about it for sure. I mean, that much is true. You know, the reports have broke that the fight's on the table. I think the date, there was a date. Let me double check. You done, though?
Nah, I thought you was talking, man. I didn't want to cut you off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you about to spit something. You said,
March 15th. March 15th. March 15th is a possible date.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, man. You know, only thing I think that Dev need to do is just wait it out. I really do, man. Devin Ryan is the next big fight. It's got so much hype around it. I don't know why everybody hating on Dev for going to court and all that. All that stuff just makes more buzz around the fight. That's why it's like, in my opinion, there's nobody else to fight for Dev right now. You know what I mean? Don't be taking other people's scraps and all that. You know what I mean? You got to get this back. What do you say? Get it back in blood, right? Well, go get it back in blood. You know what I mean? So, but that's all I got next. You know, I'm on the job. I got to make it quick. But TV, like and subscribe, man. Shout out to True Talk.
But it's not your time.
Hey, so if you haven't already voted, you need to, because right now we got a split tie. 38% CYP, 38% Jerry Soriano.
So what?
Caller of the year. Caller of the year. Caller of the year.
Hey, I thought CYP was entertainer, was in the entertainer category.
He in that one too. One too.
Hold on. Wait, y'all. So y'all did a recount and put CYP in there?
There was a recount, bro. Got to make sure shit is right, and when it's right or when it's wrong, it got to be corrected, bro.
Hold on. So did y'all add Mungia Sriracha?
Hell no. It ain't have enough nominations.
How y'all do a recount
for
CYP?
You can still recount those and see. Ain't nothing to recount. Go ahead. I promise you. Go ahead.
No, you just put that on there. You just put the Sriracha on there.
Hell no.
We knew that was an upset of the year.
You can't just put it on there with one nomination and everything else has way more noms than that. What are you talking about? That shit crazy. That's like one dude wanting to go to McDonald's, everybody else like, nah, let's go to In-N-Out. Like, what the fuck? Take your ass to get your McDonald's. We gonna be at In-N-Out. It ain't enough for y'all. Like that's how it worked. You know what I'm saying? That's how it work.
Man. Hold on. So CYP walked them down? One tipping. What's going on here?
Nah.
Is this a deep adopted criminal link?
Trees got bumped. He didn't have enough.
What?
Trees didn't have enough to make the cut. When you do the tally, fucking Jerry had like 11 plus nominations plus multiple thumbs up on other people's nomination, meaning like Two-Tone Superstar himself said, Jerry Soriano, on your comment, you got 5 thumbs up on that. That means 5 other individuals endorse your nomination of Jerry. So that's essentially 6. But outside of that, you just do it physical nominations. He had over 13, Brandon had over 9, and CYP had 9. Plus those 3 men I named, they had thumbs up on those individual nominations. So Treese and Tip was the next 2. But Tip had 5 plus physical nominations. Treese came in under that at 4. So he got cut. He had to. It's not me. YouTube only allows four four people. So it's like if they open up a fifth slot next year, we gonna do 5. But right now it's only 4. So it's got to be the 4 highest nominated people. And right now, and Jerry, I'm telling you, that's why it's crazy. I guess it's not crazy because Jerry was already winning when CYP wasn't there, but CYP is on, so they split. So if you haven't already voted, you got to go to the community page and vote because Jerry can break. He can either break CYP's streak or CYP can go for 6P, which is what Jordan did, right? So it'll be like 6 straight. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. Should be good now. I think I experienced a little bit of internet issues. That's crazy. You get a cloud and that could affect things. Tone, you there? All right, let's see. It looks like everything is good on my end. Oh, nope. Certainly losing. I lost fucking X spaces. I think the internet is messing up. If you can hear me on YouTube, let me know. Because I don't want to disconnect, and it is working. Let me know on YouTube if you're hearing me. Unfortunately, we are going through a live test. Says I'm online, so I'm not understanding what's going on. Speed test is good, so I'm assuming you guys hear me on Discord, right? Let me get a, can anybody? Yeah, it says you're good on Discord. All right, so might been I guess it could have been the internet anyway, right? Because I did feel a little bit laggy. But that might have caused X spaces to drop off. So I need to know, should I restart this thing? Because I didn't even, I'm gonna have to restart this, X spaces here. Make sure it's still connected. Yep. All right, well, Discord is available if you want to call in, and I did restart that. I know someone said it was sounding a bit choppy there, so I did restart it on Discord, and we're still rocking and rolling. For anybody that wants to call in, I'm looking to restart X Spaces as well. So if you want to call in, feel free. So we can keep the show going, obviously. And we are talking Teofimo Lopez, Matias potential pay-per-view, as well as Timothy Bradley giving Haney advice to hit Mexico. Go back to Tijuana to his roots, according to Bradley, and get a couple wins under his belt, build that confidence. Bradley believes Devin will be all good if he does that. He'll build that confidence once again. Salute RJ. What up? What up? We had to restart X Spaces. No, I don't know if it was me. I want to blame me. I think I did suffer a little bit of an internet outage when this cloud came over top of my satellite, which is kind of whack. Ese Moro, what up? Appreciate the check-in on X Spaces. And once again, if you haven't already, vote for Caller of the Year and all our awards. Head on over to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice community page. As you can see right now, Brandon Maurice is losing 13%. Jerry Soriano winning with 39%. Tip Bellis coming in last place with 9%, but it might be the first time in a long time, and I say in a long time because maybe when the show was smaller, this had happened. But this might be the first time where a rookie Caller of the Year is Tip considered rookie? Maybe I should have researched that, right? I don't know, because I just feel like Tip is like new and already in Caller of the Year in multiple slots, so I don't know. Even though he's coming up short in that one, yeah, like I said, he's like a rookie or some shit, or like a year in type of guy. You know what I mean? And then you got CYP with 38%. So go ahead and vote if you haven't already voted. Get that right. Discord available for anybody who wants to call in, and X Spaces. I did restart. I am gonna need some people participation. If not, I'm going to wrap it up. Hit the beach. You know how it go. Paradise awaits. Paradise awaits. So, damn, I thought by doing a double show, that would have helped. I guess boxing, people not excited unless it's like actual fights are going to take place and shit. Quan, what up?
Yo, Ness, what up?
What up?
Shoot, I just wanted to tap in real quick. I don't think that'll be a bad idea. I think Haney could work with Jake Paul. I feel like Haney was on the Logan Paul card before. One of his like early.
I think it was a Jake card in Miami, wasn't it? I think it was a Jake.
I know it was on the zone, so I mean they could definitely do something. But my thing is now, who like what Haney got to be like the co-main? I think so I don't know how that'll go. But
Nah. Listen, signing a Jake don't mean you fight on a Jake undercard. Like Jake just has some people that aren't their own main event, but like he could let Devin be his own main event and let MVP Promotions be the promoter, and Jake is just the promoter.
Ain't that what Devin Haney Promotions is? Ain't that? If they was
but they don't got a network deal. They don't got a network deal.
Okay.
So they need
Jake do got that deal.
He got multiple network deals. He got the Zone and he got Netflix. So, it's up to Haney to see that and be like, well, we could do some business. This dude can help promote. It's a co-promotion. You get the financing from the Zone and MVP, and you got they backing. Win-win.
Yeah. But hey, though, I think as far as with Tim Bradley, I think it's just like undercover hate, bro. I think he just trying to throw shade. He's trying to make it sound genuine, but he know like if Haney was to really go back to Mexico, he had to be the first person on his platform to talk about, oh, look at him, the downgrade, such and such. I don't believe that. If
he'll be talking anybody.
Really wanted to push him
they'll all be talking about how his value dropped.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, his value is dropping. That's the sad part about this whole thing. He just got to kind of accept that. He got to get over that hump, and that's where I'm going to get to. If Tim Bradley was, anything of a real person, he could have just said, "All right, well, shoot, hey, why not? You want to get some visibility? Come to Pro Box. Shoot, I mean, they got some ties with Amazon. I don't know.
maybe against, I know Blair. I feel like that name is still out there. I don't know, just something like that just make sense to me because going back to Mexico, that don't it just don't make sense. He's just trying to be funny. So yeah, that's all on that. But I want to know your opinion because I just seen the rankings. They said Fabio Worley got ranked #1 in the heavyweight for the WBA. So I'm thinking
Makes
like, all
sense.
right, cool, right? My boy Jared Anderson, he had a rough 2024, man.
He ain't
I'm
ready to
thinking like
jump in that
he
type of
need
smoke.
he need a rebound, man.
That ain't top
He need a
rank.
rebound.
That ain't top rank steam. That ain't no rebound, man. You ain't see Worley know how to fight. You still ain't see that.
What was the? He wasn't on Worley wasn't on no Saudi card or nothing, right?
Man, he beat the shit out of Frazier Clark in the rematch on the Peacock card. That's the problem. These fuckers. This why
Yeah.
Treese and his dumbass ideas about islands and C dubs. Look, you ain't see it. Why? Cause it's Peacock. Nobody feel like paying $7 just for one fucking
Yeah, I
fight.
ain't paying for no Peacock. Nah, but I know he is a good fighter though, so I just need Jerry. I
Nah,
just need
he
him to get
did
some
he
type of
did even
rebound.
better in the rematch, bro. He did, man. He been the goods. Listen, I've been telling motherfuckers specifically Anderson fans to tell Anderson to fight Worley. They don't want that fight. Not
Yeah,
now.
I
Not right
want to see
now.
that fight. I think it'd be a good fight, regardless. But
Shit, he
yeah,
better get a
that's my
tune-up
call.
first.
Well, Top Rank got it. They either gonna build him up or throw him in the fire. We gonna see.
Hey, well, that shit is some fire that's lit. Let me tell you. That boy could fight, man. And he got that real pop. And listen, he a real fighter. Like, I don't know how much that means, right? Like, because motherfuckers would probably prefer the dude that's been boxing all his life. This dude was a late starter, but he was already a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came up
He
fighting.
ain't hitting like Bacoli though, so Jared will be all
I
right.
mean,
Bacoli,
he
he a
ain't
fucking
hitting like
problem.
Bacoli because Bacoli is big as
That dude,
fuck. It's a different
yeah,
type of
he a problem.
heavyweight, but we don't know if he got that pop like that because bro, did you not? I mean, you got to just Google it. Go see what he did. Go see what he did to Frazier Clark, man. You could Google that, IG that. It's going to come up. That was a crazy knockout. And I'm pretty sure he fucking broke his face, right? He got like a dent in his face or his
Yeah.
head. Nah, man, that shit, nah, he could fight, man. He could fight. I like him. I've been liking him, bruh. When Jared was undefeated, I was saying them the two most athletically gifted heavyweights we had outside of Usyk. Now you gotta certainly respect Usyk's athleticism, that fucker.
Oh yeah.
But
Sure.
you know, outside of them guys, I mean, outside of that guy, yeah, Wardley and Anderson, that would have been great to see. I just don't know that they want to do that right now without a tune-up type fight.
Yeah, I get it. But shit, all right, I'm out. Shout out to Ohio Boxing.
You the man, champ. We got on Discord, Majid, what it do?
Ness, what up? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, shout out to you on the longest vacation. You know, I thought that these people over here at the auction, taking a little rich people 2 weeks off was doing something. You got them beat. So shout out to you and your family. I don't even know what's going on. I just jumped on. What y'all talking about?
Tio, Matias, Bob saying he don't really want to put it on pay-per-view, and Tim Bradley saying Devin Haney need to go back to Tijuana and get some tune-ups.
Oh, man. I guess shout out to Bob Bearman, Tio, and them. I know they at the end of that top rank shit, so shit a little different. So, you know, shout out to whatever they trying to get done. But that Tim Bradley, man, he had him a decent career and everything, you know, but it's like I hear him talk about a lot of these fighters, and he just be talking big boy shit, and I don't get it. Like Devin Haney already went through something, and this motherfucker trying to kick him while he down. I don't even like Devin Haney, but Tim Bradley, I like him more. You know, like when he beat Pacquiao and all those people would threaten him, he on suicide watch, you know. I mean, my bad, I mean say that on here. But you know, when he going through his depression and everything, he ain't get half of this backlash. You know, not to mention it's like you was in the era of Floyd Mayweather, you never even challenged him. You got Devin Haney out here calling those people names. You know, he just took the top rank diet and beat up Pacquiao and left at that, leaving the matches in wheelchairs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that Tim Bradley, he just using his voice because he got one and he put some work in, but that don't mean that all his points right. You know, like I don't know, Ness. I think that shit nasty work. You know what Tim Bradley talking about? You know, because Devin Haney already achieved the fucking undisputed more than he did at one weight class. Like he never achieved that. He never could because he retired. You know, Devin Haney still got some time to go and make more history. You know what I'm saying? So I think Tim Bradley need to shut the fuck up. You know, worry about that haircut and whatever the fuck else he got going. But him jumping in there, you know, I think he just doing it for views because he just started, you know, posting on his channel not too long ago. So maybe he trying to get secondary check, you know, playing out the young instead of, you know, I guess trying to build him up. So fuck Tim Bradley. Shout out to you with your long ass vacation. And yeah, man, that's all. And Nest, I had wrote to you. All these dudes, they've been going back and forth about basketball to the point where it making me sick because I only fuck with boxing. But if you could, you know, you get enough people that's willing to put in so we could meet up and, you know, settle the shit, you know. Well, hopefully you could do that because I don't like basketball. I'm tired of them talking about it. You know, it's boxing for life, and them niggas need to know that shit. But shout out to them shooting hoops and throw hands. That's all I got.
I mean, it all depends on how soon they trying to do it. If it's gonna be before or after Border Wars, because yeah, like I said, in Vegas it could be done for sure. I know a spot. My son already rents out a gym, so we could just rent the gym out and run the full if people really want to play. But if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Modern King Boxing, welcome to the prospect level. And Discord is available. X Space is also available for anybody that wants to call in. We are talking Teo Matias, the possibility of it being on pay-per-view or not. I would prefer for it not to be on pay-per-view. Keep that thing off. Put that on an ESPN subscription or that DAZN subscription. Uh-oh. Jerry moved up to 40%. Might not be no 6P for TYP this time. But it ain't over. It ain't over. So if you haven't voted, go ahead and vote. And we're going to go ahead and do a last call for alcohol. For those that want to call in, now is the time. Now is the time to call in. You know what I mean? No counterpunch necessary. Because the people that are on there are just listening. And if not, like I said, man, I'm going to go out and enjoy this day. Copy cool. What it do?
What's good, champ? What's going on?
Chillin'.
Word. Yeah, man. What's up with Puellos? Puello got a fight going on or no?
Alberto?
Yeah.
Yeah. He fighting Sandor, ain't he? Pretty sure he on one of these cards that was already announced.
Oh, okay. All right, now I'll just.
Is either
what's a good look?
If he ain't on the David card, I think he's on the rumored undercard for Earl, and that's why nothing happened yet.
Nah, because that's the ideal fight for Haney. I feel like that's the guy that he needs to go to. I was gonna say also Dalton Smith, but Dalton Smith got a fight coming up too. Um, these guys are the guys that he needs to fight to on a comeback. Maybe Barboza. Nobody's really saying Barboza's name. I guess he had two lackluster outings, so nobody's really
Nah, I
mentioning
think
his name.
no. He just beat the hell out of Ramirez, and he got another fight lined up though. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Barboza.
Now I know the Ramirez fight was okay. It wasn't. He should have walked through Ramirez, being his. How long Ramirez was out the ring, and it just wasn't what it was meant to be. But yeah, I'm just trying to see what makes sense. I mean, I don't know about going out to Mexico for him to fight again, but I mean, there is names for him to go into. Like I've been saying it for a while. Jermaine Ortiz would be the fight to do, or Elvis Rodriguez. You got Michael Rivera. Those fights are ideal for him to come back to, and those are decent names, enough names where he could make a little bit of money. Um, and potentially get a win off of them. I know everybody hates to hear this name is Roelly. Roelly's a big draw. Roelly's a guy that he could fight, but it is a dangerous fight for him. I don't know if he want to come back that fast. That's really it for Devin, man. I mean, he has to make figure out what he wants to do. I don't think he should come straight to the fire yet. I think he needs to get his confidence back and try to work on the things that he been working on in training camp and see if those things are working for him or go back to the drawing board and fix the things that aren't working. As far as Teofimo and Matias, that is a hell of a fight. That's something that we've been calling for a long time. I'm excited about that fight, um, and hopefully he can show that the Pato fight was a fluke, and he can walk through Teofimo. Um, you already know who I'm going for with that comment, so I hope that this fight happens, and especially with all the talk that's been being said, and um, you know, uh, Matias has pretty much spoke about how he's not too fond of Teofimo and how his animosity towards him in a sense. So I hope this fight happens. I really do. Need it in boxing, and Haney just needs to get a top 10 contender in there and do what he needs to do, and then after that go after.
You may feel like it's your time,
I appreciate
but it's not your time.
All right, champ. Capo, what up?
Oh, you can hear me?
Yep.
What's up? Nate, how you doing over there, man? Man, long as vacation, we've been out there for a minute.
Can't complain.
I feel you. I feel you. For the last caller, I'm pretty sure Puello is on the Benavidez card. I don't think they're on the actual like card though. I think they're on the prelims. Surprisingly, if I remember correctly. Like I don't even think they made the main card, but I'm pretty sure it's on the Benavidez. I think it's that Benavidez prelim card. I think that's where they're fighting at him and Sandor Martin for that vacant belt. But as far as the topic goes, really ain't really ain't got too much to say. I wasn't really into boxing when Devin Haney was in Mexico and stuff, so I don't even know too much about that. Like I don't really know. I don't think he should go to Mexico. Uh, it's a lot of fights to be made, especially if you stay at 140. It's a lot of you can get some tune ups there. You can get some good tune ups there. If you decide to move up to 47, I think Devin should move up to 47. Honestly, yo, you can still hear me?
Yeah, you cutting out. I'm checking my internet. It's you, not me. Are you driving?
No, I'm at home. I'm chilling.
Yeah, I'm.
But if it's me, shit, you can come back to me then if it's me if I'm tripping.
I don't know. I mean, I certainly have sufficient upload for what I'm doing. So
Yeah, Shit, I'll kind of punch back in. It might be my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi has been kind of tripping lately,
I mean,
so shit, it might be me.
you're not choppy anymore. I don't know. Could have been me. I'm
Shit,
not
it
sure.
might have been I was moving because I'm trying to get my gym bag ready. So shit, that's probably what it was. Just me moving around and stuff. But what's the other half of the topic? The Teofimo and Matias.
Yeah.
Uh, that'd be a great fight. I feel like that's a great fight. Um, Matias is gonna come forward and he's gonna step to Tio, which is what Tio likes. Uh, it being that I went to the Ortiz fight, even though I thought it was pretty. I didn't think it was terrible. It wasn't the best fight, but it wasn't terrible though. But I feel like this fight will definitely be more action packed. I feel like I want to say someone getting stopped in this fight, man, but I don't know. I just have a weird feeling that someone getting stopped, but I don't know shit for real. Other than that, that's all I got. Okay, I'll
All
kind of
right.
punch you if things get lit.
You the man. Venom, what up?
Yo, you hear me?
Yep.
All right. As far as Devin, I feel bad for the kid. You know, first it was all jokes, it was business. Now it's just getting sad for him. You know, Devin, look, Devin took an ass whoop. We all take ass whoopings. Now you got your ass whooped, I'm sure, by your dad. But we all take ass whoopings. I don't mean you can't get back up. Now, look, Devin, we all know what Devin needs. He got to stop the bullshit. He needs to sign with a promoter. I don't know why we playing games. I don't know why he's playing games. Just sign with a promoter. These promoters ain't looking for these one fight deals no more. You gotta get down and lay down. And that's just what it is. So hopefully he sees that. Cause ain't no promoter ain't trying to sign him for one fight for he can leave, make his money, and then leave. That ain't gonna happen no more. They saw how Eddie Hearn got fucked over. So as far as Tio Matias, it's a decent fight, not really a good fight. I mean, we're not really gonna learn nothing from Tio. I mean, we got a pressure fighter. Obviously, Teal's gonna be on the back foot. It's gonna be like Teal versus Josh Taylor. We're really not gonna learn much. Um, and I guess it's his first fight with Canelo's team, so I guess, but we really ain't gonna learn much. I mean, boxing's it's a little slow right now. At least until Ryan comes back. But look, as far as these boxing fans, 2025, it's gonna be a big year, bigger than last year. You know, you got Virgil fighting already against a tough opponent. I'm gonna show you how we deal with tough opponents. You know, people. Hey, Ness, I saw on your community page robbery of the year. You know who won that? Wasn't Virgil, man. Virgil wasn't even top two on that. So I feel like I'm vindicated now.
Hey
But yeah, I
man,
just gotta get your big boxing IQs up.
you
Nah,
could feel vindicated, but at the end of the day, it was nominated by multiple people, so
I
that
mean
means it's a
that's cool.
controversial win.
I mean that's cool. Like I said, we don't take the award home. But look, I feel vindicated. You know, last year I picked Usyk twice. A lot of y'all didn't. Like y'all, I hope y'all last year y'all learned something. Y'all take it into this year. Make y'all boxing pick straight. So that's my call, man.
Nah, for sure. I definitely picked them against them twice. Twice. You know, you live and you learn, bro. You live and you learn. That's all you can do.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
I feel like I grow from these losses, you know. But maybe I need to learn from this one that uh, I can't give the guy that's beating my guy too much credit. I just think that in the case of Tyson Fury, it's a little bit different. I mean, let's not act like he's not a freak of nature, right? He is. He's ridiculously tall and long, and can box very well. So maybe maybe I thought a little bit more of him, but that's natural. He's 6'9", you know what I mean? And he can do his Ali. So, credit to Usyk. Credit to Usyk. I don't know what that means though. I don't want to now fall in love with Usyk and think that this smaller man can beat everyone when maybe that's not the case. I'm certainly not picking against him versus Dubois, but I wouldn't be shocked if Dubois stops him because of what we already saw. Cito, what up? Yo, you there? I hear you.
For another day with the boxing voice. Uh, uh, for which route? What do you think about the after the Jack Catterall and Arnold Barbosa fight? Take on the winner. You think that's a good route for him to take? Uh,
Are you saying for Devin to take on the winner of Catterall Barboza?
for him, do you think he needs like a tune up?
Did you hear me? Champ?
Oh, yeah, I was muted. Yeah, so do you think that'll be a good route for Devin Haney to take? Maybe a tune up between that. I mean, that fight's in February, if I'm not mistaken.
But you want Devin to fight the winner of Catterall Barboza, you said?
Yeah, yes.
I mean, I think he should be able to fight the winner of that fight straight.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That direction. That seems like an easier and more I'd say it'd be more entertaining route. I don't know if any of them are hitting like that. Probably gonna be a better boxing match if anything. Going that route instead of the Sabino Matias and Teo route. Because I feel like they should build that fight. If whoever the winner is, the Teo or Matias, it's going to be a good fight regardless for Haney. But if Haney was to go to the winner of the Catterall and Barbosa, that takes that fight and argument to be made out of the way, and he's already there jumping into two good fights back to back. Either the winner of Catterall and Haney, Catterall and Barbosa, and then head towards either Matias or Teal. Whoever wins that, that's the route I want to see, and I think it'll be awesome. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. That like I said, it seems like something he should be able to go straight into. Um, I would like Barboza or Catterall to look dominant in that win, because
You may feel like
I
it's your
feel like he
time,
needs to fight someone
but it's
that
not your
is
time.
perceived threat, in order to win the public back. But again, that's just my opinion. Kashwa with the 5-pounder. We want Anderson next for Atama. Let's see if Tone is there. Let's see if he jumps on. In the meantime, if you're trying to call in, now is the time. I got Sony. What up?
Yo, yo.
Yo.
Peace, man. Salute. Shout out to Boxing Voice. Man, I'm looking at Devin Haney and I'm saying, man, at some point you just gotta get active. Don't matter whether you go to Mexico. Like I understand what Tim Bradley's trying to say is just to get him back active, get in the ring somewhere, but get active, and then you can get back to that superstar status and pick your shot, call your shot. But to not be active at all when you spent more time fighting the loss to Garcia than you have in the gym and actually working on an actual fight when you got a belt. You know what I mean? So when you say you want to see him have a fighter that's a threat to him, you see Teofimo Lopez running around trying to find a fight that's a big name fight, and Haney's just sitting on the sideline not getting active. So the one thing I would like to see, man, is just Haney do something that's active in the ring with anybody. Doesn't matter who it is. It don't have to be a big name or whatever. You just got to see him come back. And then for the Teofimo Lopez and Matias fight, whether or not it's pay per view, it's a good looking fight. You know what I mean? But I'd rather see Haney and Teofimo in the ring. They should have mixed it up at like 135. So now that they up there at 140, you might as well mix it up. So I just would like to see those two guys mix it up together, and then Haney actually get back in the ring. Whether or not it's pay per view or not doesn't really matter. That's secondary.
All right, champ. I'm with you. I don't know. I don't know why. Outside of the pay per view excuse that we heard from Bill, I don't know why that fight couldn't have been materialized. But again, Bill did an interview with Marcos Villegas, and in that interview, Bill again insinuated. I mean, not insinuated. He said that there was an offer from Turkey Al-Sheikh for more money, and that he feels that Top Rank and Tio only sent an offer to fight on ESPN pay-per-view to show face. They know that the offer from Al-Sheikh was greater. The only thing we don't have is ever a Al-Sheikh quote. We would need a day from the zone, or Errol Hawani is another one that gets to interview Turkey a lot. We need them to act specifically. Hey, Bill's been saying XYZ about a potential fight with Tio, and just confirm, since people are trying to put that doubt. Someone needs to confirm that, since people are trying to put doubt and say, oh, well, there wasn't no offer. Well, they need to confirm that. Javier Oliveras, member for 7 months on the prospect level, he says, why don't Haney's take his belt back from Puello? I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure he can still activate his champion in recess status. But I know that I've seen Puello at least rumored to be fighting, so I don't know if his fight's already scheduled and Haney would have to wait till after. I'm not sure. C-Dub, what up? C-Dub? No dub. Kerry G.
Hello.
What up?
Hey, man. Still looks like you're enjoying the extended vacation. Glad for it. I think no matter, like, if Tio wins, like, against Matias, people need to give him credit because, yeah, I feel like with Matias, like, yeah, I know after the power loss, people think he's just simple now, but I think there's just a base level of good or great you gotta be to not get killed in the ring against that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not too many special effect type beat, but you know, he still hits hard, keeps coming forward, and doesn't really care about taking punches. So it's difficult to deal with. So if Tio does do it, then like, you know, that's just showing separation. So we should give him credit for that he if he wins. I'm excited for it. I hope nothing, no controversy with pay-per-views and stuff comes in between it. And this Border Wars action's heating up nicely, man. It's been fun to watch, especially with like it seems Big Bay dude calling out the old guard of TVV's Border Wars like alumni. You know, he's calling out Vega, Key, Spider Rico. He knocked off the list. So it's interesting to see how that's going to turn out. You know, if he keeps getting his fights, promoting himself well. I do think he's underestimated Vega though. Got a lot of fury in that man, and he's calculated enough to pursue it. Looks like he got a good gym setup too. So I don't know, man. It's electrifying. But shout out to TVV. Peace out.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Vega, man. Hopefully Big Bay wins. Hopefully, no disrespect to you, Miles, but you gotta upset the apple cart, right? Like the people are thinking about Lobo and Tip, so it's up to Miles to my bad, Tom. It's up to Miles to beat Lobo, and then you and Tip fight. But if you don't beat Lobo, everybody's gonna want Lobo and Tip. So that next card is gonna be fire because Big Bay, you gotta beat Anthony Forbes, who already texted me and said he in for sure. So your fight with Forbes is a done dilly, you know, but you gotta beat him in order to get to the Vega fight. But if y'all could get to that fight, that card right there is starting to sound right. You know the CYP King fight got a rematch. I don't know if it's two ways though. I think it's only one way. I don't know. Do Keem got a rematch, Keem? Keem, do you got a rematch, or did CYP get the one waysy? Cause I know CYP already spoke of a rematch clause, so I'm assuming he
They
got
said
one.
Keem said he cherry picked CYP.
When he said this in the interview with the Hangout Spot.
Yeah, he said that with John from the Hangout Spot. Salute to that man. Follow that man. He had an exclusive interview with Keem at ProBox, and Keem said he cherry picked CYP. CYP has a lot of nervous energy. He could bring in Captain Hank, Captain Troy. It don't matter. Keem by UD.
All right. Let's see how that plays out. We got Hawked Kool-Aid, I guess. 99-cent super chat, but it was retracted. So no words or love. We also got C Dub on a check-in. C Dub.
Yo, how the audio?
Now you
How the
good.
audio? We good, straight. That's what's up, man. Shout out TBV, smash that like button is free. Do something with yourself. Shout out to the panel, Two Tone, Ness, Breakfast Club of Boxing, TBV community. We here. This is some crazy stuff from Tim Bradley, man. How quick do they fall? So Devin Haney went from being the youngest undisputed, Lower Haney, Water Walker, Power Punching Dale. And now they saying, and now you got Tim Bradley, a vet in the game, highly respected. He's saying Devin need to go back to Mexico? What, just to be active, or is he saying to develop his game? Why is he telling the man to go back to Mexico?
It sounded more like confidence because he said when you go back over there, go back to your roots, get a couple of them guys, you gonna feel good again or some shit like that. So I don't know. Maybe he think he need a confidence boost.
That's wild, man. That's some. That's a crazy take, man, from Tim Bradley, man. Like I don't think he need to go back to Mexico, man. I just think, like a caller said before, he probably need to start focusing on litigations and being in court and get into the ring. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of got to switch your focus, let that go. You got the you got it turned into a no contest. So, but hey, man, he gonna do his best for him. I thought he was gonna be able to go back with ESPN. I mean, with Bob. I think he can because it seemed like the relationship with Eddie had soured. It seemed like it had soured, but he could come over. He could come over to Prime. PBC. You know what I'm saying? But I thought he was gonna be able to, go over to Bob and ESPN too. But too bad, ESPN top rank. They got kicked to the curb. I it's hey, you wonder why. I think people kind of getting emotional about why we saying like why Top Rank had to pack up and leave off of ESPN, the worldwide leader of sports. And then they say they haven't seen no real proof or documentation or statements. But I mean, just look at the writing on the wall. Like, what big event did Top Rank put on ESPN to make them clamor or to make them to be have some rejoice to get them to stay? Like what big event? Like what when Keith Thurman did 5 million views, with Danny Garcia on Fox. What's the numbers? The biggest number they did on ESPN? A free fight. So when we just have these questions and we just having these conversations, just you don't have to get emotional, man. We happy that they at the zone,
You may
you
feel like
know,
it's your time,
and everything gonna work out. And
but
I
it's
and I
not
got
your time.
Teofimo beating Sabril Matias, by the way. Shout out TBV, smash that like button, it's free. Do something with yourself.
I appreciate you. Calls, what's up, champ? I see you. Been a minute, player. If you trying to call in, now is the time. Tone, you alive or you frozen?
You hear me? You
I,
see me?
I see you, but you ain't moving. I hear you.
You see? Oh, okay.
Let me
Yeah,
try and
man.
reconnect the call, cause you frozen. Let me try and reconnect that. Be right
Yeah, I'm
back.
frozen.
I don't know why, but we gonna rejoin. See what's going on. Bam, bam. Where you at? All right, there you go. You,
You see me?
I see you.
All right.
So what
We
up,
in the
though?
building. Yeah, man. That's disrespect for Tim Bradley to tell Devin Haney to go to Mexico. It ain't that bad, bro. Go fight Roly, get that squabble, get that win, then look at a Ryan Garcia rematch. Maybe somehow Tank can move up to 140 or something. I don't know. But Devin, go knock out Roelly Romero. You get back on pay per view. You're gonna get a bag. Start selling the fight, bro.
Man, you love this craziness, huh? He ain't gonna stop, y'all. He want some Roly. You know somebody else called in about that. I can't even remember who at this point. Uh
Say,
J Mac. I don't know. Somebody else said they wanted that fight. Crazy enough.
yeah, that's a
Yo,
big
yo,
fight,
yo.
bro.
We
Yo, can you hear
copy.
me? Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah,
Yo, all right, my bad. Okay. Hey, man, good morning to you, good brothers. Happy New Year. Oh,
Morning,
man,
happy
look.
New Year.
Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley. Uh, I fuck with Tim Bradley. I don't know the integrity and what he meant with that. I do know Tim is he said some outlandish shit at this point in time in his career. Maybe he's trying to give him some real sound advice, fighter to fighter. And like you said, beating up on certain level of guys, and remind you his intent behind it. However, I don't think Devin needs to go back swoop down that low. I think there's a fight at PBC. I think that is over been ducking him another thing right there in the ring and still beat the Mr. Two Ferraris himself. Shout out to him though. Man, man, we in 2025, man. Some shit just don't get old, man. Like what won't get old is me constantly telling y'all the truth about your boy, Mr. Two Ferraris over there, and his duck tactics and his fake cash cow and the sinking ship BC. Man, some callers still calling like it's the 1980s, man. Shout out to G Ball. I heard him mention me in a super chat earlier, but he was definitely not giving me a shout out. He was trying to slander. See, they don't understand what a great promotional company like Top Rank has done for the sport. And I mean, they've been with ESPN for some time now. You know, it's time. Times have changed. Obviously, ESPN really don't really favor boxing that much. Never been a big never been big on supporting the sport. I mean, you know, and who all know better than PBC? Who been kicked to the curb like somebody left stepchild, like the dirty cousin, like just the people under the stairs type shit. So they know what it is to be kicked to the curb. See, they want misery loves company. So they want Top Rank to join them, but see, Top Rank probably is going to do something smart that most companies like PBC don't know how to do, and actually get with the network that supports boxing and actually don't mind paying a budget for the sport. Yes, would you believe they had a few callers that not some I would some of them think they're knowledgeable boxing fans. They were telling me that being with the bigger platform that has more views over the actual company that doesn't mind giving a boxing budget like the zone. They saying being with the views is better. And I was like asking like why being with the company that really don't give a shit about you when you know they're like you're their number 10 sport and boxing isn't a value, so why not go with the company like the Zone or the network who doesn't mind giving out the money, who has ties with Turkey and moving in the direction of boxing? I just don't get it, man. But like some people have an educational system that don't support the proper development of the brain. They
You
know
may
who they
feel
are.
like it's your
But
time,
that's why they call
but it's
in. But
not your
look,
time.
let me add something on too, Ness. If I go over. Oh man. Damn, I forgot my point. Oh man. Oh no, I just want to ask you a question. You was going back and forth with Trees. Was you the name of the company he was talking about, was it C Dumb You or C Dumb? What was the name of the company that Trees was saying PVC might need to go join forces with? Cause that's probably what they gonna do next.
C
Cause you know they like
Dub.
to do
I
the
mean,
odd shit.
yeah, C
It's
Dub, CW, CW, the CW network.
no, that's you cutting out. You say C Dumb You or CW? What, I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, nah, you heard me.
That's my call.
Yeah, man. Treese want the boxing match in between episodes of All American. Nasty work. Nasty.
Yeah, man. Treese wants us to go watch Devin fight Broner, Montana Love. I guess he would have to do. I guess he would have to do. Yeah, tone fell off. I guess he would have to do like Cabrera first to build it up, right? Like Giovanni Dev, then what else you got? Montana Love Dev, then the cherry on top is Broner. So shit, you might have to start with Fierro because he gave a shitty ass uh list. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how that network comes back next year if they put on those 4 fights. Joe Pilot, what up?
Yo,
Yo,
feliz año nuevo, manín.
feliz año nuevo.
Hey man, you already know. Tim Bradley, I don't know, bro. This man's he's everywhere like bird shit. He don't know what he's talking about. Devin Haney at this stage of his career, he's not going to Mexico and fighting. You know, of course, there's talent down there, but you know, he's not fighting them guys, them type of caliber guys he fought when he first started his career at 16. Devin's past that. He already became undisputed. He became a 2-division champion. He's past that. Yeah, does Devin need a lighter touch? I think he definitely does need a lighter touch. I think Rolly's a great fight for him. because we've seen Roelly get outboxed by Jackson Martinez. We've seen him, of course, Barroso can crack, but like Jackson Martinez, we've seen the blueprint on how Roelly can lose. Even a Tank, we've seen Tank. Of course, we starched him, but Tank showed skill and wrinkles in that fight to get Roelly's to knock out Roelly. I think that's a good fight, and Roelly's gonna sell the fight. And I think just Devin needs to get back out there. Now of course, he got some controversy with a girl now because of prior stuff, and of course, Bill gets a lot of hate and love. But we need to start talking about Devin getting back in the ring. But who am I to tell him to take a pay cut to get back in the ring? If he believes he needs the $4 million to fight a lower level guy, okay, do that. But time is ticking, and every day goes by is a less day that he's gonna have in his career. He's getting older by the day, and big money fights are hard to come by in boxing. And so hopefully Devin gets in the ring. I want to see Devin back in there. Devin's always fighting the top caliber guys. I wouldn't mind a Roelly fight. That's a good fight for him. Even a Frank Martin. Get in there with a Frank Martin possibly. Somebody like that. I don't know about Michelle Rivera because Michelle has kind of been. He's not in the. He's not. He's right now. He's in Detroit fighting people that that we never really heard of. So he's kind of like his value wasn't what it was before the Franklin fight. Tio versus Matias. If that gets put on pay-per-view, Bob's trying to lower Tio's value because that fight's not going to sell well. Matias doesn't really have the Puerto Rican fan base behind him, and Tio's a man without an island. He doesn't really have a fan base himself. Where's he from? Florida, New York, Brooklyn, Spain, Honduras. Where are you from? He's a man without an island. He doesn't have a fan base behind him. So that's just a recipe for him to lose. Lose his value on pay-per-view. I think that's a great fight for maybe the opening Top Rank for like the zone debut. I think that's a great fight for the zone debut. Tio, Matias, they should have did it in June. Maybe it's harder outside, Puerto Rican weekend, and catered maybe to that crowd a little bit more. But hopefully if it's on the zone, there's no problem. But I think ESPN might still go and get a smaller company, a smaller company to put shows on their network on ESPN Plus because ESPN like having everything. So yeah, but I'm out, man. You already know I'm out.
Yeah, I could see ESPN looking for some sort of not ESPN. I could see Top Rank looking for another type of ESPN situation where they can put their young prospects to get television time outside of being on the app. But I hope not. Everybody on the app, bro. Give me one stop shop, man. F all that. Khaled, Indiana. What up?
Yo, Ness, what's good?
What up with you?
Salute. Happy New Year and all that, brother.
Appreciate you.
As far as yeah, no doubt. As far as the Devin Haney, I think if Jermaine Ortiz, me like Shell, Ria Vera, somebody like that, that'll be a good scrap for him. Those would be some good scraps. But I ain't really feeling what Tim Bradley's talking about. Tim Bradley been saying some unique statements. He a company man. The wildest thing he said so far was Bud gonna beat the shit out of Cinnamon. That was a trash way to open up 2025. Um, and then like as far as the Teofimo and us the Brill, that shouldn't be on pay-per-view. I think that that should be off pay-per-view. And then if Tio, that is a fight that Tio should win, and if he looks spectacular in that fight, then that's something that could lead him into a pay-per-view fight with like a bigger name. If like he can get the stoppage and like he just looks spectacular coming in with some new trainers, showing like a new style and showing like some new skill sets to his game. So Devin Haney, he just got to get back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And then we don't want to wait too long with it though. Bill Haney doing a lot of talking. I'm not gonna comment on that man personal business, but with that independent route, he had spoke about shit like BLK Prime and MVP. He might got to pivot into those routes if he want to kind of get the money that he trying to do. I don't know if BLK Prime gonna give him 4 million, but I do know that in the past, sometimes guys have taken pay cuts, um, for like temporary reasons and things like that. Some of the fighters, so it's just a tough choice economically. Like, if your value is down right now, then you go in and beat the shit out of somebody, then your value will come right back up, maybe, possibly. In like theory, that's how it would go. But we'll see, man. 2025, he got some choices that he got to make. Tio, I'm gonna take Tio over the Puerto Rican killer, bro. That's my call, bro. Thank you.
I T.O. over the Puerto Rican killer. That would be everything that Matias needs too. If he can knock out T.O., it'll put him right back on top. And then Devin once again would
You
be
may
mad
feel
at
like it's your
himself
time,
because he didn't
but
take
it's
that
not your time.
fight because of the pay-per-view split. El Padrino. I'm assuming that's Moose, right, Moose? You be changing up. I don't even know no more.
Nah, this Black Ray Donovan.
Who?
You can hear me? Black Ray Donovan.
I can't make it out, but what's up, champ? You
You can
sound
hear me good?
muffled. I mean, you sound muffled to me, but it could probably just be me.
I was just gonna say,
Now you clear.
I I agree with Tim Bradley. I think definitely Devin definitely should gain some confidence. He don't have to fight in Mexico, but maybe like a pro box fight, something like that. Because we all know boxing is a mental sport. So there's nothing wrong with going back to the drawing board and getting your confidence back where it needs to be. Um, what else we got? Oh, what you think about Top Rank going to Amazon?
That would be sad.
I mean, that'd be two networks on the same. I mean, it wouldn't be. We wouldn't have the
Yeah,
zone.
I mean,
Or
I would rather them be with the zone, man. I want one stop shop. I just want one stop shop. You got three promoters over there, 3 to 4, and then you got Salito over there too. I mean, it just makes more sense, bro. All the boxing is over there. Like let's let them be great. They want to be the home of boxing. They want to spend the money. Cool. We want the fights. I mean, Atlas Sheik is dealing with him, right? That's what he want. It just I don't know. Why would we champion anything other than what's already happening good?
I mean, nah, I feel that. I mean, teachers on. What else we got though? Who was the other topic? That was it. Just the Devin Haney topic.
Devin Haney and the TO pay per view with Matias. How Bob is saying he's reluctant to put it on pay per view.
I guess that's all right fight. Good comeback fight for Matias. Why didn't the Devin Haney Tio fight happen?
According to Bill, because Bob wanted them to only get a pay per view cut after 100,000 pay per view buys, and that the Riyadh season offer was greater.
That's another reason Devin should get a tune-up fight. Because again, ain't no going back. There's no going back. So we talking about numbers, how many pay-per-view buys he may get, how much money he should get. That's another reason to get you a tune-up fight. Make sure you good to go, and come back and let's get active. It's time. Or he can come to PBC. But if you come to PBC, we all know it's sink or swim. But that's all I got.
You may
Oh
feel
yeah,
like it's
shout
your
out to
time,
Cena.
All right,
But it's
champ.
not your
Shout
time.
out to Tim.
Mozzie, what up?
Yo,
We hear you.
what's good? What's good? What's the word? Happy New Year, champ. But word, man, how you doing? Thank you. Uh, Timothy Bradley. Uh, of course, everybody know Timothy Bradley be hating and shit. But I mean, if we gonna sit here and have a little fun, and what I mean, come up with off the topic, fuck, let's have a little fun. I don't think anything would be wrong with Devin Haney going out there to Mexico and starting over as long as he take out whoever the baddest man in Mexico at his weight class is. Go to Mexico, take out who they saying the baddest man is down there, and then move on to another country and take on the baddest man in that country too. I mean, that's how you build without having to, if you want to dance around on the outside and still get some credible wins, you feel me, and rebuild your career. I don't think there's anything wrong with him, going to different countries and, taking out some of the top fighters in all these different countries, picking up some regional belts, whatever it is, what it is, man. You know what I mean? As far as the ESPN and the Teofimo fight, whether it should be on pay-per-view or not. Not definitely not. Teofimo, it's not even because he not getting no knockouts or nothing like that or putting on the most exciting fights. It's just like don't nobody come out to see Teofimo Lopez fight anyway. Teofimo Lopez, the reason you got people calling up here saying that top rank getting dunked when it's not really true. I mean, Teofimo, he don't put no asses in seats. So I mean, it is what it is. I actually wish, everybody, all these fighters was under one umbrella at ESPN. Because when you think about it, ESPN is the world leader in sports. I mean, they got servers all over the world. You can watch ESPN anywhere in the world that got TV, pretty much. And
You right,
go ahead.
but they wasn't given by they already like we already tried with them. That's all I'm saying. Like we already tried with them. They wasn't giving us what we wanted. We wasn't getting fighters on Sports Center like that. We wasn't getting
Yeah,
Stephen A. Smith talking about Abdullah Mason. We was getting him talking about what he want, when he want, how he want. We wasn't getting no benefits from being on ESPN. Where the benefits at? They shoved
and that's my
Crawford on
point.
the app. They shoved Crawford on the app and then made you pay-per-view. I don't know, man. I think they had their chance. They fucked up. We could sit here and hope and think about what they could have done better, but they didn't do it. And it's
Yeah,
somebody
I
else's turn.
mean,
And that's
that's
what
why
I'm
I'm
saying.
torn though at
That's
the same
why.
time
That's
because
why
I
I'm
get that.
upset. That's why I'm upset because y'all see Amazon ain't even give PBC no money. ESPN turned the water off. Showtime closed the doors.
You may
Only the
feel like
zone
it's your
giving money,
time,
but boxing fans
but it's
still
not
want
your
people
time.
to go everywhere else. It's like y'all crazy, man. It's
Yeah,
only
I'm gonna
one
send you a
person
counter. I'm
giving
gonna send
money.
you a counter too. Let me run, let me burn. I'm gonna send you a counter, but go ahead.
Nah, that's all I'm saying. There's only one person giving money, so
Word. Nah, but I feel you, and that's why I'm torn. But it's like I just feel like if everybody, that's why I like what Turk doing, because it's like if everybody not on the same accord, it can never be like that. You feel me? Like it could really never be like that unless everybody is in one place. And I feel like if everybody was to be under one umbrella and in one place, why not be with the world leader of sports, where the casual person that just watch, like I know people that just keep their TV on ESPN and just be on ESPN. I'm one of those people too. Like my TV that's in
nah.
my
And
bedroom, it stays
bars,
on all day.
bars,
Yeah, just be on
bars do that. Them other spots. What's that shit called? Like Buffalo Wild Wings. You right. You
fact.
right. But
Fact. So
those
you
is
never know how like
but
the
those
Shakur
artificial
Stevenson.
numbers though. Those artificial numbers. You want Abdullah Mason and the future to be actually seen, not just televisions on and random bars. Like you want people to actually see them fighting and want to watch them fight. I get it. That's cool because it's more accessible on ESPN, but it's got to still be about relatability. Like they got to be able to relate and they got to want to watch them. I mean, I guess you're still right though. Having it randomly on these locations and walking into those places, maybe people will tune in. I don't know. It's
It's
no
just
what
so hard to
I just
depend
feel
on.
like. I'm sorry, I'm gonna restart your clock. I just feel like it's so difficult. Like I go into these bars, even at Applebee's, all that shit. You got all these goddamn TVs with all these damn football games. You think I care? I'm forced to watch it, right? Cause there's a TV on. Now you forced to look, but I don't start Googling what name that is on his jersey to find out what team it is. So all I'm saying is I'm a casual sports fan that don't watch none of them other sports. And every time I go to a Buffalo Wild Wings or Applebee's or any of these fucking places that have these multiple televisions that have all these all these games, it don't make me a fan. It never made me a fan of none of them fucking sports. We gonna like what we like. So I don't know if it just being at the random bar is gonna help, cause it certainly never changed my life. I ain't never become a fan of no other sport. It ain't make me want to watch none of that shit. But go ahead.
Yeah, nah, I feel you on that, but I feel like them numbers, okay, so the numbers that Shakur Stevenson did in his last fight with viewership numbers or whatever the case, like you said, they might be artificial, but that's still so many people that's watching this fight where if this fight would have been on the Zone or any of these other, you know what I mean, platforms, the numbers would have been significantly lower than what
I
they
mean,
did on
again,
ESPN just off of
we've been
TV
there,
being
done
on.
that. We've been there, done that. Remember, Earl had 6 million views after the Olympics when he fought Leonard Bundle. Like, it's artificial. Tio get good views when he fight after the Heisman. Shit, artificial, man. Like they hoping those fucking straggler television watchers. Oh, what's this kid? Oh, he did a backflip. Okay, now I want to follow Tio. We hoping that happens. We hoping it translate. But why Earl never did 1 million? If he did 6 million after the Olympic, why the fuck he never gave us 1 million then? It's fake, man.
Yeah, and I just feel
Artificial.
like they need under one umbrella. Imagine everybody, all these top guys from PBC, all these top guys from the Zone, wherever you want to take them off from, put them under one thing that's on cable television. You can't beat that. It's gonna generate whatever, however they've been generating money all this time. They're gonna generate their money, gonna make their money. You feel what I'm saying? And now you got the hardcore tuning in, and you got the casual tuning and just casually watching. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna bring more eyes. I mean, but shout out to Turkey Al Sheik for at least trying to get everybody under one umbrella. But I just feel like I'm a firm believer that it's gonna be very hard to depend on subscriptions for the rest of our viewer lives, my nigga. Like, we sit here, that's really what we want everybody to subscribe to the Zone. And it's like all the hardcore fans in America, you know, even if they did, all right, we gonna all subscribe to the Zone. I'm pretty sure everybody on the Boxing Voice got a subscription. You know what I mean? I got one. But nobody that, you know, none of my friends that I talk to on occasion about boxing, they don't have accounts to subscribe. And they don't plan on subscribing. They get in where they fit in. If they catch a free fight, if they catch it online for free, or if they catch it in at somebody's house, then they just gonna do it like that. You feel what I'm saying? But if it was on ESPN, who knows? They might just watch it in their crib, just like everybody else is watching. Instead of having to jump through all these hoops, we as the sport to grow, we depend on
But
subscriptions.
Chan,
We depend on.
how many good fights did you get on ESPN? The budget ain't suffice. Like, I get it, 95, 99 million sound like a lot, but when you got motherfuckers wanting 20 million a fight,
You may feel like it's your time,
it ain't enough
but
money.
it's not your time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they gonna kick out some football money, they ain't giving up enough money to make it happen. That's why PBC go to pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? They need to kick up a little bit more money.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I don't want to hold up the line too much. I'll counter punch back if you know what I mean if we get, but I'm gonna still send you something either way right now. I'm about to send that through.
You the man, champ. What up, Tip?
Yo,
What up?
what up? What up, Tom?
How do I leave?
Tone dipped on me
Kick
again.
me off. I don't know how to leave. Kick me off. Kick me off.
Yeah, man. I'm surprised. Surprised you made this the topic, man. And not the return of Jamel Charlo, man. You know Charlo. I know you seen
What
Charlo
return?
versus.
That fake return? Come on, we
Come on,
not we
man.
not with the
Listen,
artificial shit,
look,
man.
I ain't here to gang bang this year. I'm turning. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a whole new level.
Bruh,
You know.
them
But
PBC
yeah,
dudes, we don't believe them dudes no more. They gotta have they fight
look.
announced from the
At the
higher
end of the
ups.
day, Jamel went on the internet and said, "Let the fans choose my next fight."
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
We ain't had no other fighter.
That
And
ain't
he added
real.
the PBC when he did it. We ain't had no other fighter do that. You know what I'm saying? I
Added the
think that should have been a
PBC.
hot topic.
What happened to
But
call
yeah,
out? I
we over
thought they
here.
used to say call out. Now they at in the PBC.
Instead, we over here talking about Devin Haney.
Yeah,
I don't know
bro.
why we talking about Devin Haney.
Bro,
Tim
Tim
Bradley's the
Bradley's the
fight for Devin
hottest
Haney.
thing out
Come
here,
on, bro.
bro. Tim Bradley's the hottest thing
Come
out
on,
here.
man. We got to do
Everything Tim
better. New
Bradley
year, we got to do
say,
better.
everything Tim Bradley say, go gold.
Um, then Teofimo versus Matias. I like the fight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Teofimo for doing what Richardson Hitchens didn't do. You know what I'm saying? And what Liam Paro did do, and that's fight one of the boogeymen in the division. You feel me? So shout out to Tio, and you know what I'm saying, for even still making that fight go through, because Sabril wanted that fight. You know what I'm saying, last year, and you know what, they didn't make it
I
happen,
mean,
but you know what I'm saying, they're gonna
wait.
get it on the crack of this year.
Wasn't Sabril the one that didn't take the fight when Tio sent the offer and he said he had the
Yeah,
boo
but
boo?
he had a
I
hand
think he had a
injury.
boo
He
boo,
had a
right?
hand
Oh,
injury.
injury, but my
He had a
bad.
hand
Injury,
injury.
boo boo, same
Yeah,
shit.
so they still making it shake. So it is what it is, you
Mm.
know. Um, yeah, and then man, what else was I gonna talk on, bro? There's another talking point. I don't forgot it. But yeah, yeah, that's the fight we need, man. And then I ain't a fan of the all these promotional companies going to one network. Competition is a good thing. We don't need, as I said before, our
Yeah, but that's
American
the thing. You selling a false narrative. There's still competition. Obviously, Eddie and
no,
Oscar
no,
don't.
no,
Yes.
no.
Eddie and Oscar
Tell
don't get
it,
along. Eddie and Oscar don't get along. Turkey Al Sheik has been doing promotional versus another promotion. So stop selling this competition
yeah, but
when we already got
when it's
that.
network
We
versus
already
network is
got
a
that.
whole different story. When it's
Nah.
network versus
It's
network
never.
is a whole different
It
story.
ain't about the network. It's
I
about the promoter and they
the
stable. It's about the
no,
promoter
it
and
is
they.
about the network.
Nope.
It is
It's
about the
about the
network.
promoter and they stable. When it's about the network, it makes that promoter not want to put his fighters out
Why do you
because
think?
he's
Come on.
invested to that network.
Why do you think HBO went out of business? Because HBO could no longer compete with Showtime's cards. Like, are you serious right now?
Bro, and why couldn't they compete? Why couldn't
HBO
they compete?
HBO lost their
Why can they
HBO
compete?
lost their best product.
No, they
And
lost a
and then
roster.
Showtime's
They lost a roster.
okay, and they started putting on a better product. Showtime started putting on a better product.
Because
So it's about the
all the
competition.
fighters, all the fighters that
If
were
you can't
built
put
on
out the product, then
HBO
you
went
can't
over
compete.
there. My bro, listen.
And
Back
then you
then,
just told the last caller.
back then it wasn't as many promoters as there is now. And back then, there
You
weren't as many networks. There was only two. It's too fragmented now. We need it the way that it is, and the direction is going. I gotta go. I got DC3.
Yo,
What up?
what's the deal?
Chillin'.
Man, look, Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year's. Look, man, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing, everybody go to the zone. I wouldn't mind it, but we gotta keep 100, man. Devin, he needs to sign with the PBC, man. Like he has to. It's too many fights at 140 over there for him. And my nigga, you know who over there I would love him to fight next? That nobody says he should fight Edwin De Los Santos. Why not fight Edwin? Y'all both been off. Why not fight the guy? Go over there and beat Pitbull,
Bro,
Ryo, Russell,
no
and
disrespect to Edwin, bro. I literally just text his trainer this morning, but bro, he's been
yeah.
out the ring for like 2 years. Shakur's working
I
on his
mean,
third fight or some shit.
yeah, Okay, Ness, but I mean, y'all, we don't know what Devin gonna be, and if
It
Devin
don't
not, bro, he
matter. It
knocked out
don't matter.
Rayo.
We,
Rayo got a bill at 140. Why,
why do
bro?
we want the perception that that's gonna give us? Oh, we need someone that's been out the ring 2 years. That's what we need. Like, yeah,
What you mean perception? So
this is
what?
what I
What you
be
mean
saying.
perception?
Y'all don't put yourself in these people's position.
Ness, and
You
he
just making him
Dev-
look.
and
You
Devin
making
been out
him
the
look.
ring,
You
and
making
Devin
him
been
look
out the
like he
ring
looking
going on
for
a year.
weakest links.
It's still a good. It's still a good fight, Ness. It's a great fight for him. Somebody that can punch. You know what I'm saying? And he knocked out a champion at 140.
I
That's a
mean,
great fight for him.
I mean, I
You got
mean, I
Pitbull,
mean, the dude never
Frank
fought at
Martin over
40.
there.
The dude never
Frank
fought at
Martin over
40,
there.
but I get it. I get it. You a Tank fan, so
I
you cool
mean,
with that. He never fought at 40.
nah.
We that's not what Devin do.
Okay. Well, he been not so long, so he fucking around to come back at 40. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
That that
last I
that
checked,
it's
Tank only fought once this year, so Devin only fought once this year. So what we talking
I
about, man?
mean, we not talking about Tank. We talking about Devin.
I'm
Why
talking about
we doing this?
because that's the level he on. They fight once a year.
Why we doing this? Like I said,
Because
it's a lot of people that
I'm
would
trying to
love to
show
see
to you
would
that
love to
Devin
see.
ain't been out the ring too long, because that's just as long as Tank been out.
Dude.
Okay.
Okay, Ness. But
Okay.
Tank don't have what Devin got going on.
What Devin got
You know
going
what I'm
on? Devin
saying?
undefeated,
I
chilling.
mean,
Chilling.
okay.
He got
So,
matching
so people,
Maybachs with his
we
wifey.
got,
He
we got, we
chilling.
got everybody question is he gonna be the same? You know what I'm saying?
What?
You know what I'm saying? It's
People
cool.
was
Yeah, a lot
questioning,
of
was
people questioning
Kamala
it.
Harris
You got
gonna win
Tim
the
Bradley telling him to.
presidency?
You got Tim Bradley talking about the guy disrespecting the guy, telling him to go to New Mexico and get his confidence back. Ness.
Disrespect.
It's the truth, Ness. It's the truth,
How
Ness.
you gonna take it as disrespect? See, y'all silly.
That is disrespect, Ness. That's
Bro? That's where
disrespect.
you started. That's
That's
his route.
disrespect.
That's his roots. He
That's
started
disrespect.
that. That's his green print.
Nah, but
People going to Mexico
he
because of
passed it.
Devin.
He
People
passed
going
that.
to
He don't have to
Mexico
go back.
because of
It's a lot of
Devin,
guys
man.
over here that he could fight
You
and not
can
have to
never
go
be
back over there.
embarrassed about
If you
your past, man.
You may feel like
You
it's
know what
your
I'm
let
turn,
saying?
me
That's
go
what
over.
made him.
I'm gonna
but it's
send you a
not your
count.
turn.
Let me go over
That's
though.
what
But
made
that
him,
is
bro.
disrespect, Ness. I'm gonna
Nah,
send you a counter.
never,
I'm gonna send you a counter.
never,
I'm gonna
bro.
send you a counter.
That
But
that, that,
listen
that,
to me, Ness.
that
That's
ain't
disrespect, Ness.
disrespect.
That's disrespect.
No,
That's
it ain't.
disrespect, bro.
No,
That
it ain't.
is because it's a lot of guys over here like, why wouldn't you fight Roelly? Why wouldn't you go fight a Roelly? Why wouldn't you? You
What?
don't have to go over there to fight. You don't have to go over there to fight
This
nobody, my
guy
nigga. That's
crazy.
disrespect. You made all this money over here and went undisputed over here. Why the fuck would you go back to that way? You think if he go back that way, guys gonna disrespect him more than this? If he go there fighting them guys, they're gonna disrespect him more. You know, he say he good. There's nothing wrong with him. It's just numbers. So fight somebody over here. Like I said, it's a lot of guys over there for him to fight. You know what I'm saying? Why not do that? And I don't care about Edwin not being. Edwin ain't old. Edwin young as hell. It's not like he old and all that. And he ain't got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trash. So why not fight the guy next? Nobody's calling the guy name. Who's calling the guy name? Who's calling Edwin De Los Santos' name? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? His manager can't even give him a fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm Devin, I'll fight that guy, go in there, outbox him. You know what I'm saying? And I try to holler at Richardson Hitchson. Because I believe he can beat Richardson Hitchson easily. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it why you don't think that De Los Santos is not a good it's not a good fight for him. That's crazy. Why is it not a good fight for him? That's crazy to me. Give a damn about the guy not being out 2 years, man. Devin, if you listening, man, go ahead and get De Los Santos, man. You know what I'm saying? I would, because you know, we calling for him and Shakur to get that rematch. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it really was a draw, but we gonna leave it at that, man. I'm out.
Alright, my man said we calling for Shakur to do that rematch. You calling for Shakur to do that rematch because you hating. Nobody want to see that shit again. And Edwin deserve a tune-up. The fact that y'all trying to throw him in there after all that time out the ring, no love for Edwin. And now y'all want him to move up. No love for Edwin. It's just like let's just shit on Edwin. Timboski, what up?
Yo.
Yo.
Right, mate. What's going on? Listen, shout out to Coach Midi, Big Nick. He gave me Retribution, Black Bevo, Joe Pilot, Kerry G.
Return of the Mac. J Mac, you get me? And his brother, all the real ones. We're tired of hearing the. Oh, 1 second as well. And this, I do have a counter punch from Leo. And what's the other brother that sent? What's the other brother that sent me that counter the other day as well? You
Yeah,
remember that?
nah, man, we don't know nothing.
'Cause I don't like wasting people's money. That's
I don't
unacceptable.
know. I
And
don't
like I
know. You
said,
got a screenshot?
what? Which screenshot? You're the one that told me you got two, Boski. Oh,
I
you don't
don't know,
remember? Or
bro.
you
I
you know that
don't
thing too
know.
much?
I don't know, bro.
Okay, cool. Why don't
Screenshot.
tell no lies? You get me? I'm real deal Holyfield. And like I said,
Screenshot.
let me shout out to you. Excuse me?
I said screenshot.
Okay, no problem. I'll play the recording for you. And like I said, shout out to the Americans, man. Obviously on this accord, this is separate from boxing. Shout out to the people in New Orleans that lost their lives on the New Year's Day. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm glad that they shot that Ross Clark you in his or done whatever they did to that man that took out those innocent people. So R.I.P. to those people that lost their lives in New Orleans. You understand? If you know, then you know. And the people that got injured in New York City. I'm a global guy, so I care about, majority of people in this world, unlike some people. You got the starting. So let's get to the real deal, Holyfield. You got the starting five for the PBC. And Devin Haney, DC3. Listen, three. Follow me, three. Follow me. Devin Haney can do what he wants. You understand? He can do what he wants. One of the youngest undisputed champions, two-weight division champion. I am a bit, I'm a bit disgruntled with what he has been up to of recent. I'm sorry, Ness. It's been a sad year for your boy, man. He got caught in the pool with Diddy, and we know what Diddy's going through right now. His win or whatever was in a love triangle with him, Young Thug or whatever, and then he got his ass kicked by a drugged up, juice to the gills Ryan Garcia. So it's been a shocking year for your boy Devin Haney. So I'm a bit disgruntled with what else he's been doing. I want him to come back to something decent. You know what I'm saying to you? What he feels comfortable with doing. There's a multiple of options out there for him. A multitude of options. 140. He could even take a fight 147 if he likes. But I'm not too sure. I want to see him in there with a decent contender. Listen, DC Frida, what I will agree with you on is that De Los Santos fight. Whether you like it or not, Ness, that is still a calm, decent fight. De Los Santos, a boxer puncher. He has been out of the ring for almost 2 years. Then we still need to see if his chin is credible. We still need to see if he's got that championship Teflon chin, that granite chin. You know what I'm saying to you? So that's still a decent fight. It's a decent fight. And listen, man, you PBC cockroaches. And then you got this other fickle Tip Bayless, man. Tip, you gerbil brain fool. This is why you'll never win Call of Duty. This is why you're too fake for this shit. This is why you come up here with your bullshit. You say you stopped gang banging, but you're still there gang banging. No one cares about Jamel Charlo. Nobody cares. Not Jamal. No one cares about that nigga. Nobody. And Ness, keep running that because Leo sent me a count punch, and I'll send you when you said that you sent me two count punches. No
I
problem.
don't
So
know
like I
who's
said,
Leo, man. I don't know who's Leo.
H from Leo from H time. Man. What's wrong with you, man? You spoken too much of that hard deed again or what?
He has to
Huh?
confirm that, man. I don't see no counter.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I'll play it for you. I'll send it to you in your Instagram. You know what I'm saying to you because you like to be on there. I'll send it to you through there. But like I said to you, let me continue with my call.
I don't
Like I
see
said,
no.
this is what's going on here. This is what's going on here. Why are we hearing people talking about, oh, promoters shouldn't come together, competition, this and that? I'm not even using that idiot gerbil brains words. This is what I've been hearing on the boxing streets. We want the fights. We don't care who the fuck makes it because we ain't getting none of the money. We want to put on the fight. This is wrong, you Americans. You can't even support your own people, man. All you care about is it being in your country at your times. Well, it's not on your time, and it's not just going to be in your fucking country. You understand what I'm saying to you? So get
Bro, what
over
are
it.
you
Get
talking
over it,
about,
man.
bro? Do you know what today's subject
Bro,
is?
hey, bro, what do you mean? What am I talking about? Just because you don't like what I'm talking about, you're coming to ask me what am I talking about? What are you talking about? We're talking about Jake Paul. No one gives a fuck about Jake Paul and fighting Canelo Alvarez. So get that in your brain. You understand what I'm
Somebody
saying to you?
else
I'm
brought
talking
that
about
up.
what I'm
I
talking
was
about.
just talking
We
about
talking
what they
about.
brought it
No, no, no,
up.
no, no,
I
no,
don't
no,
know
no, no,
what
no.
you
You
talking
conceded
about.
to entertaining. You conceded to entertaining. No, I'm not talking about. I'm not staring your narrative. I'm just talking about what I want to talk about and your topic. And I spoke about Devin Haney already. I didn't cover that or what?
But what are
I
you
covered
talking
that. Thank
about
you very much.
now? What are you talking about now? Because no
You're
one
getting people
called in
calling in
here
saying that they don't.
about
You're getting people. Hold on,
countries.
you're asking me a question, sir. Hold on, sir. You're asking me a question. You don't ask a question, then talk over me when you ask me a question. So, like I said, you ask me a question. I'm hearing people talking about they don't want the fights to get made or this and this. They're complaining once again. So I'm here to indicate all the complaints.
But
You understand?
what that has to
What
do
I'm saying
with
to you.
country?
You obviously heard people. What?
But what that has to do with country?
What do you mean? What does that have to do with country? I'm saying to you that boxing
Because
is
you
going to
said
be
you
held in different countries at
Americans.
different
Because
times.
you said you
Oh my God,
Americans.
brother, hey brother, you're asking me a question. You can't ask me something, then talk over my answer. Do you want to do that? Let me know when you're finished,
No,
or can I go?
I think is that you're not listening.
What do you mean I'm not listening? No, you think I'm not listening. I am listening. I'm just not comprehending the way you want me to comprehend it. Do you
What?
understand that? What do you mean what? You said I'm not
He's
listening. I said
not
I am listening. It's
comprehending is the way
nothing
I
to do
want.
with country.
Listen,
Listen.
you the
It's nothing
one
to do
brought
with
up
country.
Americans and countries, and no one's talking about that. We're
Your
talking about
Amer, hey
Tio,
brother. Your Americans are
Tio and
complaining. They're
Matias,
complaining.
and we talking about Devin. The only thing we talking about
They're
country is
complaining.
Devin going back to Mexico. What American called in complaining? Like, what are you talking about? Stop making up these fake calls
Hey,
in your head,
hey, bro.
bro.
I know you're multitasking, but listen, brother, you're getting lost in the source. People have called in and they said they don't want people to join up and make fights. Am I miscorrected or what? I've spoken to Devin Haney's situation already. I
Again,
believe he
what
should
does
come
that
back
have to
and
do
do what
with
he wants.
Americans and countries, bro? That's what I'm asking
Oh
you
my God,
specifically.
man. Listen, man. It's obviously you can't comprehend things very well when it comes to me and my talking subjects.
No.
Other people can.
It's just
What do
you
you mean?
don't
No,
want to
no, no.
admit.
It's not
You don't
no,
want
no,
to
no.
admit when you
It's not
making
no, no,
shit
no. You're
up.
just
That's the
complaining.
problem.
You're complaining.
Man, get out
Like,
of
like
here.
the rest of them. Man, fuck.
You got a counterpunch from Stainless, man, but we gonna wait for you to call back in because you are irritating. You just irritating, man. It's like I don't know if that's part of his thing, like Tip and C Dub. Like C Dub's thing is to defend PBC and Tip thing is to be a hater. Is this dude just to complain about Americans? Because ain't nobody call in talking about no country versus no country. No American called in complaining about where fights is happening. Nothing. The core of this here is you refuse to tell the truth. And the truth is you trying to talk about Tip, but you tiptoeing. So I'm calling you on your bullshit. Just say you talking about the man. He the only one that didn't want everybody to go to the zone. But he said nothing about fights, nothing about countries, nothing about that shit. You just so fucking weird. You and Tip weird, man. Y'all niggas need to go do something with that shit. Y'all so weird. Y'all fucking this ongoing weird ass feud. And you never sent your footage. At least Tip fought, motherfucker. We ain't never gonna forget. Give a fuck about no boxing knowledge with your thumbs out.
Hey man, don't put me in that conversation. Listen, I told that man on December 31st at around what was it, 4:56, that he had X amount of hours before I started ignoring him. To the viewers and the listeners, I am not entertaining that caller from the UK anymore, man. This guy is delusional. Like I'm done entertaining him. It takes too much energy, bro. Like as you see, he just went on rambling about nothing. Like this is what he does. Like it's just draining, man, to go back and forth with this guy. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, we 2025, we turning a new leaf. You know what I'm saying? We coming with new material this year, man. We got to come with new material. We can't be stuck in the old. You know, we can't be stuck in the old. But it's like I was saying, that's it is about the networks. Competition means everything in this business. It means everything. That's why the PBC is putting out the product it's putting out. That's why Turkey's putting out the product they're putting out. It is competition. This is going to thrive. Is going to thrive the sport, man. And you were talking to the caller before me about fighters being on ESPN. If you really want to talk about it, bro, nobody was talking about Fury versus Usyk. Not even Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to dive deep down in ESPN, were fighters from Al Heyman's stable or fighters affiliated with the PBC. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's paying attention to those fights on DAZN, man. You know what I'm saying? They just don't tap into the American market like that, bro. I'm sorry, they just don't. You know what I'm saying? They're unrelatable to the U.S. market, and that's why I don't think all these promotional companies should be going
That's
to a network like
exactly
DAZN.
that's exactly why we need to inject an American promoter such as Top Rank
We have that.
into
We
the
have that in
zone.
Oscar De La
No,
Hoya.
we need
We have that
more.
in Oscar
We
De La
need
Hoya.
more. We all know that Oscar Stable is not as good or as deep as Top Rank. Like, I just don't get
Uh,
y'all, man. And you keep again
I
with this
disagree.
lie.
I don't think we need
There
more.
is a lie. Why you keep selling this lie, bro? They are competing. So is Eddie not competing with
I
Frank?
didn't.
Is
I
Eddie
just said
not?
that. I
No, no,
just
no,
said they
no.
were competing.
Is Eddie not competing with Frank?
I just
Okay.
said they were
Is
competing.
is Eddie not trying to compete with Oscar? And Oscar not trying to compete with Eddie? Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Sure.
Like, the fact that the promoter doesn't have an obligation to a rival network allows for the competition. This dude, you've been conditioned so long that you swear it's about network. Competition could exist, my dude. Like, how does the football work? So Fox only got one basketball game or one football game? What are you talking
Fox is
about?
in competition. Fox is in competition with CBS and ABC
How
and all these
many
other different
how many
channels.
how many
They
teams
have to
on
put
there?
on.
How many
Like
teams on there? How many teams on
it
there?
doesn't matter. Like Ness, it
When
doesn't
these
matter
when
how many
these
teams on
no,
it.
it does matter. It does matter when you controlling a whole fucking league, a AFC or an NFC. That shit matters. You get to show all those games, and that's what the zone is doing. And it allows for competition because I am not obligated to another network. So why would I put my best fighters up when that network is paying me $100 million to put my best fighters up? Now Tio is available to fucking be on a 5v5. Like, bro, you tripping. I don't understand how you can't see that. It's just crazy to me.
Oh, so, okay. So TO's available for the 5v5. So you want us to watch the 5v5 on DAZN rather than
I
ESPN, which is a
wouldn't
bigger
give a
marketed.
fuck, my
Like,
dude. I
so
won't
you're not trying to
care.
go to sport.
I don't
You're not
care
trying to go to
where.
sport.
I don't care where. You
If you
just
can't, oh,
mad
talking about
PBC
Ness.
ain't come up with the
If you
idea.
cannot,
PBC
no,
ain't
no, no, no,
doing no
no. I don't give a damn if the
5v5s. They
PBC
not
ain't
doing
come
no
up with the idea.
5v5. They
If
not doing none of
Teofimo
that.
can't reach, if Teofimo can't reach his American audience, how is he gonna grow?
My dude, what are you talking about, bruh? Word of mouth. When the fight is good, word of mouth.
Come on, bro.
Word of
He done had
mouth.
word of mouth for like he done had word of mouth for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
It ain't going
All
nowhere,
right,
man.
so tell them sign with the PBC and become bigger.
Maybe he does need to
I
do
got a
that.
counterpunch for Tim Boski from Stainless, bro. Y'all terrible, man.
Hey, stop this. Accept it. Get it in your brain, dog. You don't comprehend things very well. You understand? And it's been obviously brought up multiple times that you fail to remember certain things. Like I said, man, I'm not tolerating your disrespect. And if you don't like it, that's fine. You get me? You can take me off for whatever you want to do. That's why I batted up your Ross Clark, Bomber Clark ass because I respect your show. When you start stepping out of line and talking this other dumb shit because someone don't respect or someone don't agree with your opinions, don't make narratives, dog. And I told you, I don't need to fucking validate myself to you. Send me some cash, then you can see me fight. Or if you want to come and fight me yourself, this because you do a lot of talking over there, you can
Man,
bring your old
shut
ass over
the
there, but you can
fuck
fight me.
up,
If
man.
not, then I don't want to hear your bullshit
Shut the
because I
fuck
already
up.
spoke about.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. First of all, you ain't no A-side. If I want to fight, come over and shut your stupid ass up. Shut your stupid ass up. And anytime you come to America, you know what to do, man. You know where the fuck I'm at. Shut your stupid ass up. Nobody want it, especially you, motherfucker. Your thumbs out. You think I'm gonna let you talk about fighting? Shut your stupid ass up, man. Got time for your dumb ass. I don't give a fuck who think you entertaining. I told you, you ain't got no boxing knowledge till you send some real fucking footage. You call in here trying to take shots at me, thinking you gonna talk about fighting me with your thumbs up? Shut your stupid ass up. I don't give a fuck about MIDI, no goddamn retribution. I'll smack the shit out of you and anybody the fuck else. Nigga, fuck you talking about? Stupid ass. The guy you know, $2. Rodman going crazy right now, laughing my ass off. Matt Bent, $2. Daily Dose of Tankwell, TBB for life, 2025. Thank goodness. Sitting here talking with your thumbs out, man. Don't be talking about me with fighting, bruh. Give a fuck about no games you talking about, any jokes you did, the back call. No, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is your fucking thumbs out and you call in here trying to tell us about fighting. Shut your ass up. Submit some footage. I ain't taking no call all 2025 till you submit footage. So shout out to Retribution, Coach Mitty. They know me, Big Nick. Tell them to fucking record you then. Till then, you on the back call for real, which means you ain't getting no fucking airtime. Keep your thumbs up, Fonz. Fuck out of here talking shit. Last call for callers. Anybody want to call in other than that fool with his thumbs up? Let me know. If you watching this on YouTube,
You may feel like it's your time,
hit that
but
thumbs
it's
up.
not your time.
It's going to help with the visibility of the show. Ain't no cut it. I'm telling you, he's done. If he don't submit real shadow boxing, he done. I'm not accepting that shit no more. Can't be sitting here talking shit about Americans every goddamn call. Motherfuckers wasn't even on no UK America shit. It's always him with his weird shit with your thumbs up. You want to talk boxing, we going to have to see you can actually box, motherfucker. You talking too much. Show us. Or put your thumbs away for good. Last call for callers. Last call for callers. Yeah, the fucking Fonz, damn thumbs up. Don't forget to vote. We will be announcing winners sometime this month of January. All the awards will be given out March 1st on Border Wars in Las Vegas. All right. Well, on that note, I'm out. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Until the next one. Wait, oh, the audio? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. Maybe that's probably why the calls was lento. We'll restart that. But we still got X Spaces. X Spaces is still available for anybody who wants to use. I did restart Discord, so that sounds better. I don't know. If you want to call in, now is the time. Hopefully the audio is better on Discord. Yeah, you gotta keep them thumbs away, bro. Nobody wanna hear that shit. We ain't taking no more boxing talk from dudes that shadow box with their thumbs out, man. Fuck out of here. Not accepting it. Jay in LA, what up? What up,
Hello.
Jay?
What up? What up? Hey, happy New Year to all my boxing heads. How's everything going this year?
Can't complain.
Can't complain, man. That's true. That's true. We got to start fresh this year. Hopefully, our boxing crew gets through and actually gives us some stuff. But Ness, a very interesting conversation today about the future of boxing in 2025 and what we're going to get as far as partnerships with networks. I mean, I'm in agreement with a lot of guys. I do like DAZN, or I'm sorry, DAZN. When I first came out, I thought, shit, what's this thing called DAZN? It's actually DAZN, so I got to check myself on that one. But we really do need the exposure that ESPN does get worldwide. Somebody mentioned that earlier. I give them credit because that is a big plus. But like to your point, I get pissed off that I don't get no representation from ESPN. Like I thought the purpose was for us to be on ESPN, and then we're going to be mentioned more in those morning shows, not just, what's his name? What's that guy that thinks he knows boxing, but he really doesn't know shit about boxing? Oh, yeah, Stephen Ash Smith, that dude. I thought we were going to get something like from all the other shows, start talking about boxing more. And even if you go to the ESPN app, you don't see the little icon for boxing till way like 4 or 5 down the line. MMA is right there, easy to get to quickly off the front page on your app. But boxing's kind of relegated to like the side. You got to scroll a little bit to get to boxing. So I'm a little bit frustrated by that because ESPN would be a great exposure, but as you said, we just need to get better fights. They have put up some good fights. I do give them credit. But what I would say is they've become unexpected good fights. Like fights that we didn't think were going to be that good actually end up being pretty darn good, great fights from some of these smaller fighters that don't get all the pub. I wish there was some partnership because we've seen it with, I believe, a couple other networks where the Zone will simulcast a fight as well as another broadcaster, right? So if there was some type of way to do ESPN and the Zone combined for certain fights, and I'm not sure if it's happened previously, but I think I would like both fronts to help boxing get better in 2025. And of course, the biggest thing that's going to help boxing, like somebody said earlier, my casual guys, they don't get up for fights. I mean, they don't get up for the really good fighters because they don't know the quality fighters out there. They're looking, they're paying attention to the Ryan Garcias, the people that are loud and talking and that aren't really like true boxers, as you would say, but they're kind of combination of media guys and boxers, right? We need great matchups. When we get great matchups, the casuals eventually will follow through to a certain degree. We still, as a community, need to push it. Like I talk to my friends, you got to check out this fight. And they were so happy with the Haney and Ryan Garcia fight. But the casuals need our push. They need a front like ESPN and the Zone to get it in their face, man. So what are you thinking about that, Ness? Do you think there could be a partnership between ESPN and the Zone? I don't want to see boxing leave ESPN.
You may
That's the
feel like
key.
it's your time, but it's
What do you
not your
think?
time.
I don't know why y'all keep grabbing onto this idea that ESPN can help us. It's like I said, they had their opportunity and failed. I mean, I don't hear you guys
But
saying we should go back to Fox Sports.
it's just that we need a bigger push from ESPN. I don't know if we got to pay some dollars or what, but we got to get them to talk more about boxing on their everyday
But
shows.
that's
That's how
the
we get to more of
thing.
these casuals.
That's my point. Like I don't get it. It's like people looking for work, but they going to apply in places that aren't hiring. The Zone is cutting a check, ESPN is not. But you're saying now we need to pay ESPN to talk about boxing. Come on, Jay. Let me get to some callers that
Hey,
aren't trying to break the
that's like advertising.
consumer's
That's like
wallet.
advertising, right?
No,
It's like
no.
advertising
I am a
dollars.
consumer, my brother. You want me to fucking pay for ESPN to talk about boxing? I don't got shit to do with that. This is what I'm saying. We are so conditioned. We have been beaten so bad that we are desperately seeking solutions that we are willing to pay. We're willing to do the solution ourselves. It's not us. We are just the consumer. We are just there to see the shit. Y'all trying to fix the sport with our dollars. Shit is insane. Tip counter.
Yo,
Yeah.
yeah, man. It's only day 2 of the new year, and dudes is already crashing out, and this is a damn shame, man. Like you can't start off the new year with this type of energy, man. Like, there's no reason to be a crash out this early on, bro. You know what I'm saying? To the, dudes is out here, you know, going crazy over country rivals, bro. Like, and we ain't even beefing about that. Like, it's just weird, man. But that's exactly why I said, lad, you know what I'm saying, as of 48 hours ago, that I was no longer arguing with this caller. I was no longer arguing with this caller. It's just too much energy. But as I said before, we need ESPN on a and even Bob Arum knows it. We need them on an American network, man. We need them on an American network. You know, it's only gonna do but minimum success. You know, what I'm saying, we're putting your fighters on a network like DAZN that reaches to a foreign audience. You know, word of mouth is good. You know what I'm saying? It does help certain fighters. Like it did help a Triple G. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, like there weren't a lot of people that knew of Triple G, but Triple G was broadcasted on the American network. But he was also spread about word of mouth. It does good for foreign fighters when they come to America. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're the mecca of this shit. You know what I'm saying? The biggest fights are still here. Whether people want to disagree or not, the biggest fights are still here. You know what I'm saying? When those fights get made and then you see them on the biggest sports network in the world, ESPN, those fights happen here. You know what I'm saying? We just had the two a former undisputed fight. You know what I'm saying? In Fury versus Usyk, and that wasn't discussed at all on the biggest platform. You know what I'm saying? Sports media wasn't discussed at all. Y'all gotta understand, man. Like there's levels to this. There's levels to this. Can you still hear me? Did I cut out? Because I'm walking through. Go
Nah,
ahead,
you
Alex.
perfect. You perfect.
Oh yeah. It's levels to this, man. When it comes to the outreach, man, it's levels. Uh, but I ain't got no problem with like people going to the zone. You know what I'm saying? I'm changing my tune a little bit. I ain't got no problems with the fights being Saudi. You know what I'm saying? Let her do what it do. But I'm just letting y'all know the Mecca is still here. You know what I'm saying? Turkey trying to make his way over here because he understand, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why he using his own money. He realized, yo, I gotta get these fights in the U.S., man. I gotta reach I gotta target a different audience. You know, Turkey get it. Turkey not missing the message. Y'all better hop on board, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of change come next year, man. Y'all will see the Turk have a different energy. Trust me. But I was saying Charlo earlier because there's rumor that Crawford and Canelo are all fighting, and you know what I'm saying. Now you got undisputed Charlo coming back, and you know what I'm saying. He's saying where the names at, where the hitters at, like, but this is what we want. This is what we want. Charlo saying I'll fight anybody. Give me the name. You know what I'm saying? Where's Terrence Bud Crawford? Why is Terrence Bud Crawford not responding? Where is Terrence Bud Crawford, this pound for pound fighter? That's the fight we want. Not this Canelo. You moving up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo. No, we want
Bruh,
Jamel
if you don't
Charlo.
stop this bullshit, don't nobody want Charlo off 2-year layoff to fight Crawford, man. Get out of here. What is wrong with y'all? Why y'all refuse to want what's right for the sport? Like, y'all want mismatches so then y'all can say, well, he was off for 2 years, man. He got him off that Canelo inactive. Like, come on, man. It's like y'all want to give motherfuckers premeditated excuses. We don't want that, man. We don't want that. Tim Boski, you got a counterpunch from Modern King Boxing. We ain't accepting that, man. Go get that footage, man. We want to see your thumbs in the proper place, man. Till then, we gonna talk to people that really know about boxing. I ain't never met nobody that fight with their thumbs out except the Fonz.
Yo, what up, Nuts, man? Salute, man. Salute the boxing voice, man. Come on this motherfucker every day and listen, man. I decided to call in this motherfucker, man. You feel me? First of all, man, boxing need to get their shit together, man. We need to be under one umbrella. I'm tired of niggas ducking. I'm tired of niggas being inactive. Niggas need to start fighting, man. This is some bullshit, man. You know what I mean? I'm tired of the bullshit and waiting on Terrence Crawford and Boots to fight at the end of the motherfucking year, man. You know what I mean? Let's get these motherfuckers active, man. You feel me? So I don't give a fuck if it's a DAZN, ESPN, PBC. Motherfuckers need to come together and get this shit going because I want to see these fights. You know what I mean? That's point blank, period. And Timothy Bradley, come on, man. What the fuck is he talking about, man? What are you talking about? Go back to Mexico. Like, you want to be an amateur again? You want to be an amateur? I don't understand that, Ness. Maybe you can clear it up for me. Do Bradley
I
want
mean,
him to be an amateur again?
only thing I could gather is that he want to get a confidence builder. You know, go over there and knock a few people's heads off.
So why he ain't fight Paro? That's a confidence builder. He could have whooped his ass. Why he so
I
focused
think
on
he
the
looking
money?
for easier fights for him. If you tell him go back to Tijuana to his roots, he obviously looking for easier fights than that. And I mean Bradley.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit though. Come on now. Bradley's a bald head, scatter rat, clown ass nigga, man. Get him out of here, man. I'm tired of hearing this nigga talk. He don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Matter of fact, give me Timothy Bradley job, bro, because he don't know what the fuck he doing. For him to be this great boxer, you feel me? He come on these platforms and be capping, bro. I'm tired of that bullshit, bro. You know what I mean? Stop talking that dumb shit about Tank and all these other fighters, bro. Like, come on now. So I don't even listen to that nigga no more. You feel me? I ain't even hear him say that. I came on here and I seen that shit. That made me call in and shit like that. And plus I heard Tim Bosey ass capping like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had to call in. But yeah, T.O. and Matias gonna be a good fight. You feel me? I'm at the rock with Pride. I don't know, man. These two motherfuckers. You know, they both lost. We seen both of them lose, but I had to lean towards away. Probably T.O. maybe because he's more athletic. He can do more things in the ring. You feel me? You know, Matias, you know, he's more of he's a basic fighter to me, man. Like I don't see nothing exciting. You know what I mean? But I do like him. I know he got a heart. He's tough. It's gonna be a good fight. Is it pay-per-view?
Well,
I don't
that's
know.
the
If you talking about
discussion.
rehab season,
Oh, okay. I thought that was a question. My bad.
no. Well, no, I'm saying is it pay-per-view? I don't know. I
Oh,
mean, it could
nah,
be
that's the
on.
discussion. Bob is saying he's reluctant, so he doesn't really want to go pay per view. I don't think it's a pay per
Cause
view, but I don't want to be disrespectful.
yeah, I don't think it is either. I mean, both of these guys don't make. It wouldn't bring in as much
You may
money as it's
feel like
supposed to
it's
be.
your
So,
time,
you know what I mean. But
but it's not your time.
salute boxing voice. I'm gonna start calling in even more, bro. I fuck with this shit.
Appreciate you,
I'm
champ.
out.
Uh, last call for callers. Last call for callers. We got Demo member for 20 months on that champ level. He said, bro said you can come out here and fight me, and that's lost it. But he must forgot community tried to play to get him out here. Exactly, pay to get him out. That's what I'm saying, and that's why I cut him, because people are like, oh, Ness just don't like him. No, 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 no. We had DC3 willing to pay his flight, and he talking about, oh, DC3, I'm going to Houston. Me and you can meet from. He always can meet with somebody, but we trying to pay to bring you out so you can really meet. You don't want to come, but you always ready to fight. And the same thing was happening with Tip. Then Tip took a fight, and that humbled him. But we let him back on the show, and he never sent the footage. And, you know, y'all let him get the pass off about, oh, the back call. Mitty, Big Nick, they see me. They know. I don't know shit. We showed them thumbs on the show. We need to see the truth on the show. Till then, you gone, man. You gone. It shouldn't be hard. Nobody don't gotta feel sorry. Don't nobody no fucking side text me for this, man. Cause it ain't hard to turn your camera on and shadow box. If you know, you know. And if you can't, you can't. C-Dub, what up?
Yo, hot audio.
Straight.
Straight. Ness, you know I got you, man. You're kind of busy. I'm gonna send you that counterpunch. You know, shout out TBV, smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. You know, Ness, man. You got to be careful, man. You know, you confuse certain people with low IQs. They don't know. You know, and when you have fans like I do, like when you have fans like I do on TBV, a prominent figure, you expect shots, but you just be wondering how people so confused. The comprehension skills are just low. And that's when you were saying C Dub. I knew after because I had to listen back. I had to rewind it back to see what he's talking about. But I kind of figured he's talking about CW, and you just cutting it off. You know, like as we do all the time, we cut stuff off, give it a nickname. You know, Dazzin. You know, shout out to Chad, great caller right there. But you can't blame certain people for being confused. You know, I think they want my autograph. You know, they can reach out to me. I can help them with that. You know, but you got to give them grace if they're confused about C Dub not knowing what you're saying and not knowing that you're calling it CW. They from a state that's next to last in the educational system rankings. The low IQ is not surprised. You got to give them grace. You can Google it right now. They saw the people walking out the fight when ESPN panned to the crowd. They should have knew then that that ESPN was gonna kick Top Rank to the curb. They should have knew. They still confused why Top Rank got the eviction notice. You know, they didn't say that about PBC when PBC went to another network saying, "Oh, the contract up." But when it's top rank, oh, it's just a contract up. That's all. Not that they probably turned their water off because the value they brought wasn't up to expectations. They thought they would do more on pay per view than Devin and Loma did. What 150K, a measly 150K. Tank could do that with your cousin. You know what I'm saying? But you know they fiending for attention, man. You know they fiending for attention. You know, don't be a J. That's whack. You know, got to bring up PBC when talking about top rank getting the boot. You know, give them grace. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody, need PBC to help catch some of them bullets. And you acting like Tim wasn't being disrespectful when he said Dev need to go back to Mexico. How many callers got to call in and say they're disrespectful? How many callers got to call in and say, what is he talking about? You don't got to go that low. You don't got to. It's obvious that people's perception of Devin Haney has changed. The value and the skill level they don't think is there. And it's and Ryan was popped hot, but people just don't care. I don't know why, but there's people for you. You know, Devin got to be humble. He need to get on PBC Prime. There's It ain't Mexico. That ain't the answer. PBC Prime. Thank you, Al Heyman. You can build yourself back up. What Ness is trying to say, or what Ness think Tim Bradley is saying. You know, build yourself back up. Get your confidence back with a Roelly win, a Cruz win. Can you be Rayo? That's a bill. Don't even ask
When
the
you feel
question.
like it's your
If Devin
time,
fight Tank, if
but it's
Devin
not
fight
your
Tank,
time.
don't even ask the question. He gonna get knocked out. 8 ounces, no headgear. Bye. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself.
Alright. If you're watching this on YouTube, you know what time it is. CYP. Zordo de la Vega, $2. Devin Haney versus Clarissa Shields on
Yo,
CW
yo,
pay-per-view. You a hater. Go
yo,
ahead.
yo. I'm in Target. I'm on the earpiece, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, shout out to the CW. Hey, I like this back and forth because both of them dudes is funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? They are funny. They got some good points. It seemed like they turned the water off on the water walkers, huh? Seemed like the water walkers ain't got nowhere to walk no more. ESPN said, give me cut the water off. Light bill, water bill due. And we tired of paying that shit for you. Cold blooded, man. Cold blooded water walkers ain't got nowhere to walk no more, man. It's cold. You come onto this land where these tanks be at, because you about to get bombed on. That's really what they saying. That's really what they saying. You know, the land animals, huh? The rhino, the hippo, the real kings. Hey, but shout out to Timothy Bradley, man. I'm starting to realize he one of the best hype men we got out there. Because to say that Bud gonna beat the hell out of Canelo, come on, man. We all know I love me some Bud, man. And I got my issues with Canelo, but beating the hell out of Canelo, ain't nobody beating the hell out of Canelo. Nobody is beating the hell out of Canelo. Nobody. He's unbeat, beat the hell out of a bull. He's unbeat the hell out of a bull. Like one thing about this show, we got to stop with the dumb shit. Like we've been doing it too long. Like stop with the inevitable, the dumb shit. Some people are not getting their ass beat. They may lose, but you ain't beating that man up. Cut it the fuck out. Anybody who thinks he about to get beat the hell up, you a fool, and I'll take your money. Cause Canelo ain't getting knocked out by no Crawford. He may lose, and I hope he lose. I hope Crawford wins. But come on now, cut that weird shit out. Cut the weird shit out. And Tim Boki, and that's it. Right about you, dog. You do call in here with your hate for the Americans and shit, and you know I'm the American captain, Captain America, and we getting tired of your ass. We gonna drop a bomb on you too. Hit your ass with a goddamn shield and cut your thumbs off, nigga. Cause your thumbs is what got you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Let me rewind that. We're going to throw that shield at you. You're going to put your hands up. We're going to cut your thumbs off. And then maybe you'll understand what we're talking about. You can come back to America feeling good about yourself and boxing the proper way. And shout out to Keemati. My first day of training camp was yesterday. A brother feeling even better today, man. We starting that shit. It's going to F down. I'm going to keep it nice and sweet on the topic so we don't change it to about being King because King cannot keep up with the talking. But he did do a good job on the Hangout spot little interview. That was funny. Called me the Great White Hope, even though we all know if the movie was real, he'd be the Great White Hope because they trying to get you to take down the dude who's reigning on top ever. I'm the dude with the friends. I'm the dude who's popular. I'm the dude who brings the money in. I'm the A side. How the fuck can I be the Great White Hope? Nigga, that would be you. Kimi. Can you name yourself after Lomachenko, a white boxer? CYP out. TBX. Team. CYP. We gone.
Yeah, man. Look, CYP signed up when it had a whole fucking fight. So before, okay, I ain't saying I'm receiving messages because I'm not. Uh, but I'm just saying I'm putting out I'm deading all excuses before they come. There's no banning. All he got to do is submit some footage, bruh. Let's see some shit without them thumbs. Let's see it looking Let's see it looking. Uh, what do you call it? Fluid. Let's see him not looking mechanical. Let's see him look natural. You know, let's see him look as good as he fucking talk. Cause when CYP sent footage, we got impressed with that jab. Got impressed with that jab. You know what I'm saying? Tip went in there and got a knockout. Those that talk do. Unlike Tim. You need to show that footage, man. We ain't gonna let you get a whole nother year off. Edwin Martinez, $2. Only place Haney getting G active is the court. Maybe you didn't mean G? I don't know. The guy you know, $5. If Tank unifies against Keyshawn late 2025, will boxing world be happy? Also, why won't IBF interim Loma belt considering the speculation going on? Well, Egas did just say that Loma, depending on the back injury, he might decide on whether he's going to fight. Like, if the back injury isn't serious, he's going to fight again, is what Egas Clemus is claiming. Optimus Prime, $10. Did Norman Sr. versus Bradley get confirmed yet? Laugh out loud. No, he's taking a tune-up. That fight did get confirmed. He's actually fighting Greg Hackett on Black Prime pay-per-view. I'm watching that. Let me see if I go to his social media so my man knows we supporting that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he posted that. Let me it's gonna take some time. So, you know, if you're trying to call in now, is the time to do while I search this Brian Norman fight poster. Let's see. Did he pin it? Is it still there? I know he's even been training, bro. Yeah, like, nah, this is happening. Look, there's a lot, right? There's a lot of stuff. Oh wow, he's really promoting it too. Okay, so he's full blown promoting it. It's all over his page. He's going in on it. I can't find a poster. I don't know if it's because he posting that much. Did he take it down? Was it a story that I seen? But I mean, he got a fight poster here, but this one's going to look more like. I mean, this one's not going to. When I click on it, you know it's going to disappear because this is a reel. But you see it right there. It says Norman Hackett. I go hard. Yeah, so you got the music, so we're going to leave that off. But yeah, he's really fighting February 15th at Champs Boxing. Catch it on Black Prime. That's what's up. Yeah, we're going to watch that. February 15th. Is that Valentine's or is it still the 14th? How'd that go? We got DC3 checking in. What up?
Yo,
Yeah.
I just I just don't get why C-Dub not in the contention for Call of the Year, man, because it's not drops a lot of jewels and they go over a lot of you guys' head, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Why he's not in this? Like, did he get any votes in this? Did the brother get any votes in this? Yeah, you know?
You gotta nominate C-Dub. And
Yeah, okay,
again,
but
he's got to be nominated enough amount of times.
yeah, okay, because you're like the guy's a great caller. And it's like I don't get this. It's one guy that we try to beat down on the back caller, you know. Just admit it. But he just every time we try to, lead him to the water, he won't drink it, man. You know what I'm saying? He won't admit it. He just won't admit it. We try to lead him down the path, to greatness, and he goes left. You know what I'm saying? That's like I don't get this guy, man. He knows what I'm talking about. If he listening, he knows what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say it, man. You know what I'm saying? But he knows, man. He knows exactly who we talking about. He just won't admit it. What they need to do, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, and for you to with this Tim Bradley stuff, Ness, it's the total disrespect, Ness. It's not about confidence, Ness. Because if the money was right, Devin would have been fought, Ness. If the money was right, he would have been fought. It ain't about no damn confidence. It's the money, the disrespect of them offering him $1.2 million for a fucking Sando Martin fight. It's the disrespect and the money. It ain't no.
I'm pretty sure that was
It ain't
more
no.
like 1.7 or 1.8.
Yeah. Well, you right. 1.7, 1.8. It's nothing wrong with the guy mental because we see Bill doing his rounds on the other project. He's doing his rounds, and it's looking like to me just the money not right. The money fund. It ain't no confidence with the guy. If you the guy what he wanted against that Sando Martin fight, you mean to tell me he wanted to fight him? So it ain't no confidence. It's disrespectful for Tim Bradley because his highlight of his career was a robbery. You know what I'm saying? And for him to sit up here and say this is disrespectful, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with the guy's confidence, man. He got the O off his record, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.
All right, champ. We got the pullout bandit with the $5 super chat, and he says, I don't agree with the fake cash cow line twin users. Frank been on a never-ending spending spree since that tank bout. Yo, funny you bring that shit up. Somebody tagged me,
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
I gotta start when I get tagged some of this good shit. I gotta start sending it to myself. I mean, I do that, but I didn't do this. But someone tagged me or DM me Frank with a girl and said the same exact thing in that super chat. Like, yo, Frank been spending that money ever since that tank fight. And I said to myself, you right. And don't nobody say shit. Berlanga do a little bit of chilling after his Canelo fight, and he partying too much. He celebrating a loss too much. Frank been all around the world after that loss. He done been to the cookouts, the clubs, and now he got him a rapper, because she a rapper, the new girl. She a rapper. I mean, I don't know if that's his girl, but he certainly took the picture with her, right? Or she posted him, rather. From what they tagged me, she posted him on her page. So I figured that's his new lady. And yeah, I'm just thinking to myself like, yo, when is Berlanga out here enjoying his loss, they hating left and right. So I'm just saying, what's going on, man? Get off that Berlanga hate, bruh. Oh, Wizard, $5. Ban your baby, bro. Yo, Cliff, you gotta call me, Cliff. You gotta check in because it's time to pay them fees and let everybody know if the fight is real. If not, we gotta turn the promotion up and find Old Wizard an opponent. So in the meantime, in between time, if you want to fight Old Wizard, I believe he 185, which is a cruiserweight. Old Wizard confirmed. We throwing it out there just in case Cliff ain't really coming through because we haven't heard from Cliff, and it's time for everybody that wants to fight on Border Wars to officially step forward and claim your position, as CYP would say. But Cliff, Wizard says, ban your baby brother Cliff, too, for ducking and not sending in footage as well, Ness. Stop making excuses for that chump. Nah, that's it. He on notice, man. We need to know what's the deal, Cliff. We need to know what's the deal, and we need to financially lock that fight in. People got to pay their fees. Leonard Sterling 2-pounder. It's on BoxRec. Norman Hackett boots boxer on card. Nice. Leonard Sterling 2-pounder show release PBC a year before contract end date. Yeah, that's different than comparing it to Top Rank, C-Dub. So that was not a shot at you, just factual information. That's what Leonard likes to do, is provide factual information. So, you did try to make that comparison to PBC being laughed at by Showtime's demise, but that's because it was ended early. Top Rank's contract is up in April. James, what up?
Yo, what's up, Ness? You hear me? Yo,
Yes.
Ness, you hear me? All right, yo. Hey, Ness, man, Happy New Year, man. Glad we starting off the new year right. We talking about some bullshit. Shout out to Tim Bradley for keeping shit interesting. But before we go any further, man, hey, DC3, you wrong, man. You wrong about the statue shit guy. I mean, the nigga don't goddamn sway the crowd or goddamn, get the crowd amped up like he used to. He needs to come up with a new tagline. Statue shit, hardcore shit, high level dub. He's a cool caller, man, but he needs to bring more innovation into 2025. So I hope Dub takes that piece of advice right there. If he wants to get on the list, he could do better. Brandon, I'm sorry, man. I did everything I could, man, try to get you recognition this year, but you just gonna be a great caller in the community, but never get an award. Ness, man. It's nasty work how CYP did do a social media campaign, but it is what it is. We know CYP, and that's the shit that CYP does. So shout out to him. He is going to get a sixth straight award. I'm not surprised. We're going to get an influx of members. You probably going to hit your what's the goal this month? Was it 234,000 or some shit like that? You probably going to hit 235 or maybe 240K subscribers this month. Shout out to CYP for doing good community service though. But with Devin, I mean, let's be honest, Ness. How much is the Sandor Martin fight actually worth, though? Especially with what Devin actually came off of. I mean, I think 1.8 it was actually great money for that fight, especially with somebody that will have as a minus 1,500 or minus 2,000 in the ring against Sandor Martin. So that should have been an easy payday and an easy camp for them to come back to. So what they really just need to admit is saying that, hey, we're just waiting on Ryan to come off of suspension, and we're gonna fight Ryan Garcia. Also, in other news, the queen. I mean, I guess the ultimate boxing baddie. Shout out to Keisha Cole. You saw her New Year's Eve outfit. I put that in the chat. She looked spectacular. She got her areolas. I mean, niggas wouldn't talk about
Them
Spencer's
ain't areolas,
Spencer's
man. Come on, man. She got those pasties,
niggas
man.
want
Them pasties.
man, whatever. Niggas want to sit here and talk about
But
Spencer's nipples and shit.
I
Let's
ain't
talk
know she
about
did
Keisha
her
Cole or some
boobs,
shit like that.
yo. She did her boobs. Them shits don't even move, bruh. She did her boobs. That's crazy.
It's amazing work.
I
It's
mean,
amazing work. So shout out to
it
Keisha
looked
Cole.
good, but and then I know it's also not like the best look, cause it's like they not moving. She ain't even got no bra on. Them shit's not moving, B.
But that's the
They
type of
look
shit
good.
that we need to
They
be
look good
recognized.
from a
They
like
they good. They
they
good for her.
fake. No, they look good from a like
Yeah.
they fake type shit. But them ain't like they look good because they such a good job. You can't tell if they fake or not. Like them shits ain't moving, bro.
I mean, but shit, who really cares though, man? She's back outside. I'm glad that she's
She out there
showing us
trying to
how
catch. She
outside
out
she
there
really
trying
is.
to catch. She hurting right now.
For
She
sure.
hurting inside. She got the whole yams out. She hurting inside.
Hmm.
Who dumped her?
That's what
She
they
was
do,
just with
man.
somebody, right? Who dumped her the other day?
That young rapper Honcho, I think it is Honcho or some shit like
Man,
that.
that's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. Keisha done fell off. Keisha Cole getting dumped by a rapper I never heard of. That's wild. What's his favorite? What's his biggest song?
I can't call it, man.
Oh
I'm an old nigga now.
man.
I'm an old nigga
Nah,
now.
that's
I'm an old
sad.
nigga
She done fell off. She
now. Hmm.
fell off, bro. She on some Vivica Fox shit.
Yeah. Oh man, Vivica Fox, man. She done what
Even
she
though
do? She done remake. She remixed her face
she
after 50 dropped her and shit.
man, I don't know, but she in way
Oh, that
better.
plastic
She in
surgery.
way better condition than Vivica. But like she heading down that path if she continue this shit.
Oh man, yeah, that's the word. But you know what, man? Shout out to Keisha though, man. That's that yellow bone, man. She gonna stay alright in my eyes. Last but not least, though, Ness, man. I know we ain't got no real fights coming up the next couple of weeks, man. So let's keep the bullshit, man. Let's take the news. And also, man, hey, if I can, let me cover that Norman fight, man. Let
Oh,
me cover that
word,
Norman
word,
fight.
word.
But also,
You know what? And your text didn't say that. You said I've been trying to cover it, so I didn't know if you meant like speak about it live or actually being there live. So,
nah,
yeah, of course, of
nah, man.
course.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll holler at you a later time about that. But also, man, shout out to you and shout out to the community as always, man. I'll catch you later.
All right, champ. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. That is a wrap. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Right back at it tomorrow. Peace.